Can you think anything? Right. So can you religion? Yeah, put religion on that. Shabbat shalom, Elijah, Ben Yasharel, Israel. Okay, yeah, hallelujah. That's right. Shabbat shalom, Gabriel Ben Israel. Shabbat shalom, y'all only TB 100 for for the whole pair. That's right. Shabbat shalom, Richard Falcon. I am on time today. I ain't okay. You see what that? Yeah. I'll put that what they do with the tag. I think the volume. I think it's. Let me see. It's one of them. I think. Yeah. That's, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shabbat shalom, Rasta here. Been a while. How you are? Oh, okay, Rasta here. I'm doing all right, brother. How you been doing? What you been up to, Hebrew? All I've been doing is praising the mighty Yah, brother. Yeah. That's it and that's all. Yeah, Rasta. I ain't seen that name in a while, yeah. Okay. What's been going on with you, Rasta out here? You ain't just getting out of jail, is you? Oh, okay, working and growing up. Okay. Yeah, okay, working and growing up. Shabbat shalom, y'all, son. Praise the mighty Yah, brother. Yeah. See, working and growing up. Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm gonna pop corn all the way to the graveyard. You understand me? Only thing gonna stop me from popping corn is the graveyard. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, the Almighty handpick his people, brother. You know. Yup, he handpick them, man. You know, everybody, hey, ain't the one. Yeah. See, one thing about it, the Most High don't deal with no perpetrating fraud person, a fake person, a yes man, a Uncle Tom, house nigga, and you know he don't deal with them kind of people, and he ain't dealing with nobody that's in it for the money. You know, you can't be in it for the money and praise the mighty Yah, because I ain't getting a dime for doing this, and I ain't never asking for a dime. Shabbat shalom, Slim Picker. Well, oh no. Hey Charlie, what's up, man? I think I know who this is, Big Pepper. All right, okay. Praise the Shabbat Shalom, Ben, y'all. Hey, wait till they get on here. I'm gonna got a stack to give away. I'm gonna get that money away today. Yeah. Oh, Jalen. Okay. I know somebody else to be on that note there. Slim Pickens. Okay. No, my name is Jalen. Okay, brother. All right, I hear you, bro. Yeah. I thought you was somebody else from the shack. Yeah. Y'all commanders keep that's right. There you go. But boy, I'm gonna go over here and over there and give it to you. But see, I got $1,000 questions too. They can get paid today. Let me count this money out right quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, somebody gonna get it today. All they got to do is point it out, and we're gonna read it, and they're gonna get paid. Snippet, I found your last video interesting. I didn't know Trump was the working for the Most High. I always thought Trump was just a wicked puppet, like all these celebrities and politicians. Oh, he wicked, but the Almighty got a job for him to do. Now, see, he ain't the average politician. He ain't the average celebrity. He ain't the average Joe. No, Trump ain't the average Joe, man. He a different kind of guy. Yeah, yeah. No, he ain't the average. Hey, you got to go look at my Willie Lynch letter that I wrote too. I mean that I did a video on Slim Pickett. It's called what was it called the Willie Lynch. Let me see what was that called. Shabbat Shalom, Robin. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I got a video called the Woody Lynch Letter too. I want you to check out Slim Pickens. I made that I don't know how long ago. It's been probably about a month ago, something like that. Shabbat Shalom, Tonio being Israel. Yeah. You know, the Almighty hand pick his people for certain jobs, you know. And that's how the Most High, you know, he run. Oh, okay. That's what yeah. It's called the Woody Lynch. The Woody Lynch Letter was made from the new. Okay, yeah. That's good looking Rasta here. Oh, yeah. That went hard. Yeah. That's what I want the brother Slim Pickens to look at. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get some play. Yeah.
Yahweh, what's poppin'? Yahweh, what's up? Yahweh, what's happening? Yahweh, on my mind all day, all night, all my life, we praising Yahweh. Come on, yeah, what's good? Yahweh, what's poppin'? Yahweh, what's up? Yahweh, what's crackin'? Yahweh, on my mind all day, all night, all my life, we praising Yahweh. Come on. From the start it was Yahweh. He took me from the dark realm in my heart, so Yahweh. Got my mind Yahweh. Show me the times and the laws, the flows of what you talking. Yahweh died, man. Come on, man. You thinking that Yahweh lied? What you so? What you so? What you so? He was a violent man. Drank just so she could down to the sun. She was a strength. Back to his mama used to lie. The hand that fed his tongue, and he used to strike. At his daddy, he was crafty, he got what he wanted. He was spoiled, he was bad, he was class dummy. He was wrong, and he used to sneak out of the house. He was a criminal, and he was slick with his mouth. But what he didn't know was that Yahweh is the judge. His own ways took him to the grave, down to the sun. He was a foolish child, he used to act wild. His face would always smile, but in his heart he always frowned. I ain't on my life, praising Yahweh. Come on, yeah. What's good? Yahweh, what's poppin'? Yahweh, what's up? Yahweh, what's crackin'? Yahweh, on my mind all day, all night, all my life. Praising Yahweh. Come on, JC, never mentioned by Yahweh. Nowhere in the holy scriptures do you see Yahweh. Mention this, that you call your host or Yahweh, or whatever y'all call it in it. Yahweh. Quran never spoke about the man Yahweh. I mean the man Yahweh, the holy one Yahweh. Not a man that he should lie, or the son of man that he shall repent. And y'all think he sent somebody that could get killed? What you talking? Yahweh died, man. Come on, man. You thinking that Yahweh lied, man? You something now. If you just open the scriptures, you'll see it right there in Isaiah 34 and 16. Yahweh only got one book, so let's look in it. Don't get too shook, minister, reverend, pastor, whoever you are. Slipping disaster if you ain't praising the Most High. Who is Yahweh? What's good? Yahweh, what's poppin'? Yahweh, what's up? Yahweh, what's crackin'? Yahweh, praising Yahweh. Come on, yeah, what's good? Yahweh, what's up? Always did tricks on the corner was the most wicked man walking through the town. Everyone feared this man walking through the town. Through his pride, he said he should never fall down. He was high, he was haughty, above the ground, committed treason, and he dishonored his father and his mama, and he caused drama. But what he didn't know was that Yahweh is the judge. His own ways took him to the grave, down to the sun. He was an evil man. He was a murderer. He was a whoremonger and a murderer. He was a wicked man. He was a predator. He was a violent man and idolater. He didn't know that Yah found with the devil. She found she was a strange one. Dummy. He was wrong and he used to sneak out of the house. He was a criminal and he was slick with his mouth. But what he didn't know was that Yahweh is the judge. His own ways took him to the grave, down to the sun. He was a foolish child. He used to act wild. His face would always smile, but in his heart he always frowned. He used to be a drunkard. He used to be a glutton. He was disobedient and mischievous. He didn't know that God is Elohim. He didn't know that God sees everything. He didn't know that God judges everything. He didn't know. He didn't know. Don't action what you sow. What you sow, you reap what you sow. What you sow, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. What you sow, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. What you sow, you reap what you sow.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, praise, and worship to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic is going to be talking about do what Yahweh commanded you to do. That's what it's all about. Following the command of what Yah said do. Now, I'm going to read about some of the people in the book that followed Yahweh's command. They didn't question his command. We ain't supposed to, Shabbat Shalom, Drew Glad. We ain't supposed to question his command. Oh, let's read what command is first. Yeah, I got the phone. Let's see what it is. Command. Okay.
Command to give in order to.
To give an order to a command is an order. Like when your boss at work tell you on the Monday, go do this or go do that, that's a command.
Direct. To be in control of, an order or direction, the power or ability to control or command.
Like everybody give out commands. When you tell your son or your daughter to take out the trash, that's a command. When you tell your wife to cook some beans and an oxtail, that's a command. Anything that you tell somebody to do is a command. So when your boss tell you to come in on the Sabbath day, which the day and work and make $30 an hour, you gonna go on his command. When everybody follows somebody's command, but they don't follow Yahweh command, but they listen to everybody but Yahweh. They gonna follow everybody command but Yahweh. That's what make you retarded and stupid. Now I'm gonna read about first of all some of the people that follow Yahweh's command. Let's go to Genesis. Genesis chapter 6. And start at that first verse.
Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of Elohim saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also was flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
That's right. We promised to live 120 years old. Read.
There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Elohim came in unto the daughters of men.
See, when the sons of God, which is us, saw the daughters of men, we had sex with them. That's what made them become giants. 7 and 8, 9 feet tall men. Read.
And they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Renown means famous. Had famous people. They was famous back then.
And Elohim saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Because this evil was integration. That was evil in the eyes of integration. The Almighty don't go for that.
And it repented Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth.
See, the Almighty will knock your head off. Just because he created you don't mean he ain't gonna knock your head off.
Both man and beast and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I had made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh.
But Noah found grace. Now Noah was 100. He was a righteous man. Watch what Noah do.
These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with Elohim.
Now, what made Noah perfect and gracious, and what made Noah perfect is that he obeyed the command of Yahweh. When the Almighty commanded him to do something, he didn't question it. He just did it. Read.
And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before Elohim, and the earth was filled with violence.
It's corrupt. We're going to deal on that word corrupt too later on. We're going to deal on corrupt. Y'all remember that?
And Elohim looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
Now we're going to find out what corrupt is from the book. But I ain't going to do it right now. I'm going to do it later on in the class.
And Elohim said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch.
Now some of y'all would have made it with oak wood, redwood, cottonwood, some other kind of wood, but he did it with gopher wood. Read.
And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits.
Now y'all would have made it 200 cubits.
The breadth of it 50 cubits.
Instead of 50 cubits, y'all would have made it 30 cubits.
And the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and a cubit shalt thou finish it above.
Y'all would have made 4 or 5 windows, not one. Just he said, y'all might have telling Noah how to make the ark, but y'all would have made the ark how y'all wanted to make it. Read.
And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third story shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh.
Now he told Noah how to make this ark, what kind of wood to use, and how big he wanted it. He didn't question the Most High. Read.
Wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
Now he gonna kill everything because Yahweh is a killer, and that's when he built this ark for to say these only 8 people on the ark, and everybody else he gonna kill.
But with thee will I establish my covenant.
But with you, Noah, I'm gonna establish my covenant with you, not with Paul, not with James, not with Mark, Luke, and John, but with Noah.
And thou shalt come into the ark.
And when you build this ark, you come into this ark.
Thou and thy sons and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee.
All together, 8 people was on that ark. Just 8. Read.
And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark to keep them alive with thee.
Now you put 2 of the animals, 2 giraffes, 2 elephants, 2 lions and tigers. Watch this.
They shall be male and female.
Male and female, not 2 males and not 2 females, male and female.
Of fowls after their kind.
The birds, these fowls are called birds.
And of cattle after their kind.
Cattle, all different kind.
Of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee.
And it was male and female.
To keep them alive.
To keep them alive. That's what he want today. That's when he want a male and a female together. And I know 2 men, I know 2 women, because they can't keep none alive. Read.
And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food to thee and for them. Thus did Noah according to all that Elohim commanded him, so did he.
Noah did everything that Yahweh said do. That means he was he commanded him to do it, and he did it. He didn't question it. Right? Keep reading. I'm gonna get on down through here. Let's go to 7 and start at the 7 and 5. That's all I want.
Genesis chapter 7, verse 5. And Noah did according unto all that Yahweh commanded him.
Everything that Yahweh told Noah, he did it. And there's a few more people in this book did it. But y'all ain't going to do it. That's when he going to use Donald Trump to knock your head off. That's right. He going to do that. You going to do what Trump say do it or get your head knocked off. Since you don't listen to Yah. Okay, let's go to Genesis 21. Start the first verse.
Genesis chapter 21, verse 1. And Yahweh visited Sarah as he had said, and Yahweh did unto Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived
Sarah got pregnant
and bare Abraham a son in his old age,
and had him a son in his old age,
at the set time of which Elohim had spoken to him.
just like he said he was going to do at the set time.
And Abraham called the name of his son that was born to him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as Elohim had commanded him.
He did what Yahweh told him to do, circumcise his son. He didn't question that. He did what Yahweh say do. Abraham, Noah listened to him. Abraham listened to him. Come on, let's go to Exodus. Let's see who else listened to him. Let's see. So now we got Noah, Abraham, and let's see who else listened to him. Let's go to Exodus 7. Exodus 7 and 6.
Exodus chapter 7, verse 6. And Moses and Aaron did as Yahweh commanded them, so did they.
Now Moses did what he said do, and Aaron did what he said do. Okay, now let's go to Deuteronomy 4. So we got them people that whatever Yahweh commanded, they did it. They didn't question them like people that they want to question Yahweh. Why this? Why that? This, that, and the other. But that's when they're going to use Trump to knock your head off, because you ain't supposed to question the word of Yah. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 4. Deuteronomy got 4? Okay, start the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 1. Now therefore hearken.
Now he telling us, he talking to us. He ain't talking to the world. He talking to the nappy-headed Israelites only.
O Israel.
Oh, Israel, talking to me and you, y'all. He ain't talking to the Gentile, the Chinese, or the Puerto Ricans, or the Indian.
Unto the statutes and unto the judgments.
Now he told us to listen to his statutes and his judgments,
which I teach you,
which he teach us.
For to do them.
To do them. Don't talk about them, be about them. You be about everything else. Your boss tell you to be there at 7 o'clock on a Monday, you there at 6:30. That's a command. You obey everybody but Yah, but keep reading.
That ye may live.
And this is what you live by.
And go and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers giveth you.
That's what Yahweh giveth us. Read.
Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you.
Yahweh told us don't add to his word which he commanded us. They added the New Testament and y'all accepted it. Don't add the New Testament of the Quran, but them the books that y'all go out there, which Yahweh told you don't do. He commanded us not to add the New Testament, which they did. Read.
Neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
Don't take away nothing out of this book. Don't put nothing in it and don't take nothing from it.
That ye may keep the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim, which I command you.
He told us, he commanded us to keep his commandments. Listen, read this on this paper. What did it say?
Did Yahweh command you to go to church?
Did Yahweh ever command us to go to church?
Be baptized?
Did he ever command us to be baptized?
Wear a cross?
Did he ever command us to wear a cross?
Go to the New Testament?
Did he ever command us to go to the New Testament?
Worship JC?
Did he ever command us to worship JC?
Believe in the New Testament?
Have Yahweh ever commanded us to believe in the New Testament? What Paul said.
Don't keep Yahweh's commandments?
Have Yahweh ever commanded us not to keep his commandments?
Go to college?
Have Yahweh ever commanded us to go to college?
To find him?
To find him in a college? Go get a college degree to find out about Yah?
Religion?
Have Yahweh ever commanded us to get a religion? Now, with that being said, if you can show me, I'm going to give you $1,000 if you can show me where Yahweh commanded us to do any of that on that paper. Now keep reading.
Your eyes have seen what Yahweh did because of false deity.
Your eyes gonna see what they can do with false deity, talking about Christianity.
For all the men that follow false deity,
Everybody that got a religion, everybody that follow JC or another God,
Yahweh thy Elohim have destroyed them from among you.
and he gonna do it again. He gonna knock your head off. He did it then, and he gonna do it again. Keep reading.
But ye that did cleave unto Yahweh your Elohim are alive, every one of you this day.
We are alive right now today. Because it's talking about our forefathers and right now today. Now, what is cleave? Look up cleave. It's in one of them.
Cleave, to cling closely,
To get close to.
stick to a belief.
To stick to a belief. That's right. Get close to Yah and stick to him. That's it. Now go back to the book and read that again.
But ye that did cleave unto Yahweh your Elohim are alive, every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
Yahweh said, I taught you statutes and judgment. I didn't teach you about going to no church and listening to T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and wearing a cross. I didn't teach you to do that. Read.
Even as Yahweh my Elohim commanded me.
He commanded
that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it.
Wherever you go in this world, you do what Yahweh say do.
Keep therefore and do them.
Keep them and do them. Don't talk about them, be about them.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
This is your wisdom and understanding. We're going to talk about wisdom and understanding today. That's right. Keep reading.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
When the other nations see you wearing your fringes and not eating this bad food and doing what the other people do, they're gonna say, boy, that's a wise nation right there. They ain't got no Christmas tree up in their house and lights all the way around it. They ain't Easter egg hunting and Father's Day and Mother's Day and things. I mean, what's that just left? They ain't doing the what was this last holiday? Yesterday.
Valentine's.
Yeah, they ain't doing Valentine's Day like everybody else. They ain't doing that. Read.
For what nation is there so great who hath Elohim so nigh to them?
We the only nation in the world got Yahweh close to us.
As Yahweh our Elohim is in all things that we call upon him for.
That's what we call up on Yah. Read.
And what nation is there so great?
Ain't no nation great as us.
That have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law.
Ain't no statutes and judgments as righteous as ours. Because ours tell us what to do and what not to do. Yahweh give it to us.
Which I said before you this day. Only take heed to thyself and keep thyself diligently, lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
You're supposed to teach Yahweh's statutes and judgment to your son's son. That means your son and your grandson.
Especially the day that thou stoodest before Yahweh thy Elohim in Horeb, when Yahweh said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words.
I'm going to make the people hear my word. We're going to make them hear it.
That they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth.
That you may learn to fear Yahweh all the way to the graveyard.
And that they may teach their children.
And while you fearing Yahweh, you teach your children his laws, his statutes, his charges, his commandment, and his judgment, and his law. That's what you're supposed to be teaching your children. Read.
And ye came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire unto the midst of heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. And Yahweh spake unto you out of the midst of the fire. Ye heard the voice of the words.
You heard Yahweh's voice, but you didn't see no picture of how he looked.
But saw no similitude.
You didn't see how he looked.
Only ye heard a voice.
You heard Yahweh's voice.
And he declared unto you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform.
He commanded us to perform. Let's find out what it was. Was it go to church, be baptized, wear a cross, go to the New Testament, worship JC, believe in the New Testament, don't keep his law, or go to college to find him or religion. That's if it's one of them.
Even 10 commandments.
Even 10 commandments. That's what he commanded us to do, the commandments.
And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. And Yahweh commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments.
He commanded Moses to teach us statutes and judgments. That's where we got it from, Moses. Yahweh gave it to Moses, and Moses gave it to us. And it still exists today. 1 billion years ago. Read.
That ye might do them in the land whether ye go over to possess
Wherever
it.
you go in this world, possess it, you do the commandments.
Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that Yahweh spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire.
You didn't see no picture of him or no statue or no cross or nothing. They got them JC pieces they wearing. You didn't see that. What you wearing that for? I didn't tell you to wear that. Go to the pawn shop in the store and buy that junk. Read.
Lest ye corrupt yourselves.
Oh, corrupt yourself. Read what corrupt is. How do you corrupt yourself? What the word corrupt mean?
Corrupt. Change from good to bad.
Go from good to bad. That's corrupt. You was doing good, but you went to bad. You was serving y'all, but now you going to Christianity and going to church and wearing a cross. You went from good to bad.
Having become evil.
You become evil when you change.
Rotten, dishonest, incorrect.
Incorrect. Now read that again. Now read that again. Now, this is how you corrupt yourself.
Change from good to bad.
Go from good to bad.
Having become evil.
Then you become evil.
Rotten.
You rotten.
Dishonest.
Dishonest. Can't trust you.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Okay, now read that. That's what corrupt. Go read that 16 again.
Lest ye corrupt yourselves.
That means change. Go to do something evil. I can't trust you no more. You corrupt, you rotten.
And make you a graven image.
And make you a cross, a statue, or a picture. You is rotten when you got that around your neck. You fool. Read.
The similitude of any figure.
Any figure. I don't care what it is you wearing around your neck. Any figure.
The likeness of male or female.
JC is a male, ain't he? And Mary is a female. So when you got a cross on and a statue of Mary, all evil.
The likeness of any beast that is on the earth.
A likeness of any beast that's on the earth.
The likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air. The likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground. The likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth.
That fish that they got on the back of their car is evil.
And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them.
You ain't supposed to worship the sun, the moon, or the star, none of that.
And serve them.
And serve them, because Yahweh is the only one you're supposed to be serving and worshiping, not the heavens he made.
Which Yahweh thy Elohim have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. But Yahweh have taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. Furthermore, Yahweh was angry with me for your sakes, and swore that I should not go over Jordan, and that I should not go in unto that good land, which Yahweh thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance. But I must die in this land. I must not go over Jordan. But ye shall go over and possess that good land.
Yes, Moses. Moses telling us we're going to go, but he ain't going to go.
Take heed unto yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of Yahweh your Elohim, which he made with you, and make you a graven image.
You ain't got no business making no graven image, wearing no cross, or no JC piece around your neck. You're going to get your head knocked off, because Trump going to make sure that happens. Because Trump wrote for Yah. Read.
Or the likeness of anything which Yahweh thy Elohim have forbidden thee.
Yahweh forbidden us to wear crosses, statues, and stuff around your neck. You can wear jewelry, don't get it twisted, but you can't wear no cross. That's the worst thing in the world. You can wear. They traded the golden calf in for a cross. The golden calf back then is the cross today, and you too dumb to see. Keep reading.
For Yahweh thy Elohim is a consuming fire.
He a consuming fire. You see how he burning them up in California? You think he gonna play with you? He burning them up in California. Read.
Even a jealous Elohim.
And he jealous. Anytime you go to church, put that cross around your neck and holler about Hamashiach or Yahshua and JC, he jealous. Gonna get your head knocked off though. Keep reading.
When thou shalt beget children and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves.
When you're in somebody else's land, you corrupt yourself because you monkey see, monkey do. They go to church, I'm going to go to church. They got a tree up, I'm going to put a tree up. They eat pig feet, I'm going to eat pig feet. They break the Sabbath, I'm going to break the Sabbath. Everything that somebody else do, you do. But you're going to get your head knocked off. Keep reading.
And make a graven image.
And make a graven image. What is a graven image? A cross.
Or the likeness of anything.
A likeness of anything, a cross.
And shall do evil in the sight of Yahweh the Elohim.
When you wear that, when you go to the store and pay $5,000 for that cross, that's an evil thing. The Almighty gonna knock your head off. Keep reading.
To provoke him to anger.
Provoke him to anger. That means when you put that cross on and you walk out that store and get shot. Put that cross on, walk out the store and get robbed. Walk out that store and get in your car and have an accident. That's right, you're going to provoke Yahweh to anger. Keep reading.
I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day.
Heaven and earth recording everything we do and say.
That ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go overjoined to possess it.
That's right.
Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
You're going to utterly be destroyed.
And Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left you in number among the heathen.
And we are scattered among the nations right now. We're scattered among the Gentiles, the European, the white folks.
Whether Yahweh shall lead you.
Yahweh the one brought us over here.
And there ye shall serve gods.
And when you got to the United States, you going to church and serving their God. Because JC is their God and not ours. Retarded fool. Keep reading.
The work of men's hands.
Somebody made JC. Somebody made that cross.
Wood and stone.
Wood and stone, but now they got it in gold and silver.
Which neither see.
That cross can't hear.
Nor hear.
Can't hear, see, or smell.
Nor eat, nor smell.
Can't do nothing. Somebody made it.
But if from thence thou shalt seek Yahweh the Elohim.
And all of this, if you seek Yahweh, throw it away, or go get your money back, or do something, stop wearing it.
Thou shalt find him.
You should find Yah.
If thou seek him with all thy heart, with all thy soul.
If you seek Yahweh with all your heart and all your soul, that means get rid of Christianity and that religion you got, calling yourself a Baptist. Get rid of that junk that you got from the white folk, because Yahweh ain't never gave it to you. Read.
When thou art in tribulation.
When you get in trouble, when Donald Trump get ready to knock your head off.
And all these things are come upon thee.
And everything bad happening to you in the latter days.
Even in the latter days.
That's right. Now watch this coin, y'all.
If thou turn to Yahweh the Elohim.
If you turn to Yahweh, stop doing evil and turn to Yahweh.
And shall be obedient to his voice.
And you be obedient to Yahweh's voice.
For Yahweh that Elohim is a merciful Elohim.
That's what make him for merciful, because he'll forgive you. If you sin 1,000 times or 100 times, he still will forgive you. That would make him merciful.
He will not forsake thee.
He ain't going to forget about you. When you get rid of Christianity and Islam and all this other junk that you were, he ain't going to forget about you. Read.
Neither destroy thee.
He ain't going to destroy you. He ain't going to let Trump knock your head off.
Nor forget the covenant of thy fathers which he swore unto them.
And we're going to talk about that covenant a little bit too.
For as now the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that Elohim created man upon the earth, and as from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there have been any such thing as this great thing is, or have been heard like it.
Now let's skip on around it. Let me skip on down to 39.
Verse 39. Know therefore this day and consider it in thy heart
Consider in your heart.
that Yahweh, He is Elohim in heaven above
He is a God in heaven above. He's God up there.
and upon the earth beneath.
And Yahweh is on the earth beneath. He both places.
There is none else.
Ain't no New Testament. Ain't no JC. Ain't nobody else. Read.
Thou shalt keep therefore His statutes
That's when you're supposed to keep Yahweh's statutes and not go to the New Testament.
and His commandments,
And his commandments, because they go together.
which I command thee this day,
Which Yahweh commanded us right now today while you living, still talking to you.
that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee.
After your children, after you. When I die, my kids supposed to keep it. When they die, their kids supposed to keep it. It's supposed to be on and on, like a domino effect. Don't never stop.
And that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth.
And that's how you're going to live a long time and not be scared of nobody, by keeping the commandments.
Which Yahweh the Elohim giveth thee forever.
All the way to the graveyard. He give it to you forever. He didn't give it to you for 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, a billion years. Read that whole lick again at 40.
Thou shalt keep therefore His statutes and His commandments, which I command thee this day.
Which Yahweh commanded us right now to do, but y'all don't do.
That it may go well with thee.
And when you do this, it's going to be well with you. You ain't going to worry about what Trump finna do to y'all, do the rest of them.
And with thy children after thee.
And with your children after you come, when you die, your children supposed to take over too.
And that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth.
That's right.
Which Yahweh the Elohim giveth thee forever.
Forever, all the way to the graveyard. Now, let's go to Deuteronomy 8. Start the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do.
He told us to do it. He didn't tell us to forget about it. He told us to do the commandment, not get rid of.
That ye may live.
This is what you're supposed to live by.
And multiply, and go in and possess the land which Yahweh swore unto your fathers. And thou shalt remember all the way which Yahweh thy Elohim led thee these 40 years in the wilderness to humble thee.
To humble thee.
And to prove thee.
To prove thee, to see what you're going to do it.
To know what was in thy heart.
He had to do this to find out what was in your heart, because your heart today is full of Christianity and religion.
Whether thou wouldst keep His commandments or no.
He wanted to find out whether you keep His commandments or not. It's right now today, 90% of y'all ain't keeping His commandment. Y'all perpetrating a fraud. Y'all being here some weekends you do and some weekends you don't. That means you ain't keeping His commandment. Because I'm popping corn every Saturday at 12. Keep reading.
And He humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna.
He did all that.
Which thou knewest not.
You didn't know how you was going to eat, but you ate.
Neither did thy fathers know.
They didn't know.
That He might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread only.
You ain't supposed to just live by bread alone. Your stomach ain't supposed to you ain't supposed to just live for food. Watch this.
But by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh doth man live.
You supposed to live by every word every word that come out of Yahweh's mouth. Not only food, but the word too. You got to have the food and the word together. Food and word go together. So you got to eat food and live by the word of Yahweh. Read that corn again. That last lick. But.
And He humbled thee that and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that He might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread only.
You don't just live by no food only, and turn your back on Yah. You can't do it. The book says you got to eat food and do what else?
But by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh doth man live.
Every word that proceeded out of His mouth is in the Old Testament and not the New Testament. And not the Book of the Dead, not the Hadith, not the Apocrypha. And that word is in this Old Testament. Keep reading.
Thy raiment waxed not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell. these 40 years.
Stayed in the wilderness 40 years and had a ball. Finger pop.
Thou shalt also consider in thy heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so Yahweh thy Elohim chasteneth thee.
Just like you whoop your son with a belt, Yahweh gonna whoop us too. He chastises people. He use other people to do it though. He gonna use Trump to chastise you. Read that again.
Thou shalt also consider in thy heart.
Remember in your heart, the Almighty used other men to break it off in you.
That as a man chasteneth his son.
Just like you whoop your son, you told him to take out the trash, and he told you I took it out yesterday, you beat the brakes off him.
So Yahweh thy Elohim chasteneth thee.
Just like Yahweh told you to keep his commandments, you don't keep them, so I'm going to use Trump to knock your head off.
Therefore thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh thy Elohim.
That's right.
To walk in his ways and to fear him.
That's right. Walk in Yahweh's ways and fear him.
For Yahweh thy Elohim bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of olive and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness.
You're going to eat bread without scared. You ain't going to be scared somebody going to break in your house and do something to you when you serve Yah. Read.
Thou shalt not lack anything in it, a land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayest dig brass. When thou hast eaten and are full,
Yahweh said when you get through eating your food,
then thou shalt bless Yahweh the Elohim for the good land.
Then you give thanks to Yah. But the Christians, they sitting around at the table, who gonna say the blessing? They say they bless before they eat. The Hebrews say it after. But y'all didn't adapt it that way. 90% of y'all say y'all bless before you eat, which is you retarded, because the book say it after. Read that again.
When thou hast eaten and are full,
when you get through eating and you got full,
then thou shalt bless Yahweh the Elohim for the good land which he hath given thee.
Then you give thanks to Yah, not before, not after. I mean, you don't do it after, you do it before you eat. Read.
Beware that thou forget not Yahweh the Elohim, and not keeping his commandments,
and
his judgments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
He commanded us right now. You're supposed to still be doing it. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 11. Supposed to still be doing it. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 22. It's corn here, y'all.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 22. For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments which I command you to do.
Diligently means seriously. If you seriously keep Yahweh commandments, diligently means serious. Start all over.
For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments which I command you.
Which he command us. He told us to do this. It's a command from Yah.
To do them.
Do them.
To love Yahweh your Elohim.
This is the only way you're going to love Yah. If you say you love Yah and you don't keep his commandment, you're a liar. And the truth ain't in you. Keep reading.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways. Not some of, not most of, not part of, not half of. All Yahweh ways.
And to cleave unto him.
Cleave to him. Get next to Yah like glue.
Then will Yahweh drive out all these nations from before you.
Then he gonna knock all your enemies' head off. He gonna make sure don't nobody touch you. They're gonna touch everybody but you. Why? Because you cleave to Yahweh and keep his commandments. Keep reading.
And ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves.
He gonna put you over everybody that's on top.
Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours. From the wilderness.
You heard me say everywhere we go gonna be ours.
From the wilderness in Lebanon, from the river Euphrates.
All that.
Even unto the uttermost sea shall your coast be.
That's right.
There shall no man be able to stand before you.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing to you, because you got Yah.
For Yahweh your Elohim shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon.
Right, you're going to be a bad man.
As he hath said unto you, behold, I set before you this day blessing and a curse.
Yahweh said, I said before you today a blessing and a curse. Now let's see which one y'all want. You want a blessing or a curse?
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim,
Now you're going to get a blessing if you obey the commandments,
which I command you this day,
which I command you this day.
and a curse,
And a curse, let's find out what the curse going to come from.
if ye will not obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim.
If you will not obey the commandments of Yahweh, you're going to get a curse. And curse come in all shape, form, and fashion and sizes. Knock your head off.
But turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods,
The God of the New Testament,
which ye have not known,
which Moses didn't know nothing about the New Testament. Abraham didn't know nothing about it. King Solomon didn't know nothing about it. David, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, Ezra, and me, and Yahweh don't know nothing about it. So what you know something about it for, you retarded fool? Keep reading.
and it shall come to pass.
No, that's all I need. Now, let's go to 12. Deuteronomy 12. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 21 and 12. I mean, Deuteronomy 12 and 28. I think, yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 28. Observe and hear all these words which I command thee,
Hear all the words I command thee.
that it may go well with thee,
You're going to be all right.
and with thy children after thee forever.
All the way to the grave, y'all, forever.
When thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of Yahweh thy Elohim,
And what is good and right in the sight of Yahweh? Keeping his laws, commandments, statutes, precept, and judgment and charge. That's what's right. Not going to church, not wearing a cross, not being baptized, not calling yourself a Baptist, not got a religion, retarded fool. Read.
when Yahweh thy Elohim shall cut off the nations from before thee, whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land,
When you dwell in their land,
take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them,
don't follow them. Don't put no tree up in your house.
after that they be destroyed from before thee.
The Almighty gonna knock their head off. Don't celebrate Valentine's Day like y'all did yesterday.
And that thou inquire not after their gods,
Don't inquire to their God. Don't find out what their God wants somebody to do. Don't even inquire about JC. We don't care what he say.
saying, how did these nations serve their gods?
Talking about, man, ask a Christian, how y'all serve y'all God? Our book say don't even inquire them. Don't ask no Christian how they serve their God, or no Muslim.
Even so will I do likewise. Thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh thy Elohim.
Don't do that.
For every abomination to Yahweh which he hateth,
Yahweh hate it.
have they done unto their gods.
Everything that they do, Yahweh hate it. They do it to their God. Read.
For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods.
They have burned, they cremated their own kids for their God, especially the Moabites. The Moabites got it bad doing that. Back in the day, the Moabites, that's what they did.
What things soever I command you, observe to do it.
This what I command you to do. I didn't tell you to cremate your son and daughter because you didn't have enough money. It's cheaper to do it that way. You're going to get your head knocked off. Read.
Thou shalt not add thereto,
Don't add to,
nor diminish from it.
don't diminish from his word. Don't add to his word, don't diminish. Okay, let's go to 13 and 18.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 18. When thou shalt hearken to the voice of Yahweh the Elohim,
When we listen to Yahweh's voice,
to keep all his commandments which I command thee this day,
to keep all his commandments I told you right now today,
to do that which is right in the eyes of Yahweh the Elohim.
that's what's right. When you keep all the commandments of Yahweh, that's what's right. So when you don't, you wrong. You evil. And I'm going to show you what evil is today. Read that link again because I love that.
When thou shalt hearken to the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim,
When you listen to Yahweh's voice instead of listening to TDJ, Klepto Jala, Osteen, that other man, I can't never think his name, this in Philadelphia somewhere. What's his name? Oh, man. Go ahead, read.
to keep all his commandments which I command thee this day.
That's what Yahweh commanded us to do. Keep all his commandments. Not go to church, not wear a cross, not be baptized. He didn't command none of that. That junk. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 19. Let me see. I'll start at the 9th verse. Ninth verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 9. If thou shalt keep all these commandments to do them,
if you keep all the commandments to do them,
which I command thee this day,
which I command you today,
to love Yahweh thy Elohim.
That's the only way you're going to love Yahweh. You got to keep his commandment, love Yahweh,
and to walk ever in his ways,
and to walk in all Yahweh ways.
Then shalt thou add 3 cities more for thee besides these 3.
He going to give you some more cities. He going to give you some more. James Brown say, just give me some more. Yahweh say he going to give you some more. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 26. I think, let me see. Let's see. 26. Let's start at the 13th verse. Let me see. Yeah, 13th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 13. Then thou shalt say before Yahweh the Elohim, I have brought away the hollow things out of my house, and also have given them unto the Levites.
I gave them to the Levites.
And unto the stranger.
And unto the stranger. That's what the offering for in the tithes.
To the to the fatherless.
To the fatherless.
And to the widow.
That's right, to the widow.
According to all thy commandments according to all thy commandments which thou hast commanded me.
Did everything he commanded.
I have not transgressed thy commandments.
I have not kept the commandment. I mean, I kept them.
Neither have I forgotten them.
I ain't forgotten them.
I have not eaten thereof in my mourning, neither have I taken away aught thereof for any unclean use, nor given aught thereof for the dead, but I have hearkened to the voice of Yahweh my Elohim.
I listen to Yahweh.
And have done according to all that thou hast commanded me. Look down from thy holy habitation from heaven, and bless thy people Israel, and the land which thou hast given us, as thou swearest unto our fathers, a land that floweth with
milk and honey. Read.
A land that floweth with milk and honey. This day Yahweh thy Elohim have commanded thee to do these statutes and judgments.
Yahweh commanded us to do statutes and judgment, not go no church.
Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thine heart.
Keep and do them with all your heart.
And with all thy soul.
And with all your soul.
Thou hast avouched Yahweh this day to be thy Elohim, and to walk in his ways.
Now you confess. Avouch means confess. You confess to keep Yahweh ways, and what else?
And to keep his statutes.
And to keep Yahweh's statutes.
And his commandments.
And his commandments.
And his judgments.
And his judgment.
And to hearken unto his voice.
And to listen to Yahweh's voice. Not TD Jason Club Low Dollar, because they ain't talking about Yahweh. Read.
And Yahweh hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people.
Then Yahweh confesses me, you vouch me and confess that you be a peculiar people.
As he hath promised thee.
As he had promised us.
And that thou shouldest keep all his commandments.
That you should keep all his commandments. All through this book. 1,000 times I'm going to show you.
And to make thee high above all nations which he hath made.
Yahweh made the nation. He going to make you higher than all of them.
in praise, and in name, and in honor, and that thou mayest be a holy people unto Yahweh the Elohim, as he has spoken.
That's right, as Yahweh has spoken. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Now let's go to 28. Deuteronomy 28. Read. Start the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim.
If we listen to Yahweh for real and stop playing and capping,
to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
Which he commanded us today to keep them. He didn't command you to go no church, be baptized, wear a cross, that junk y'all do. Where y'all get it from? Y'all didn't get it from y'all, so you sinning. Keep reading.
That Yahweh thy Elohim will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
If you keep Yahweh commandments, you're going to be set above everybody on earth. That's when you at the bottom. That's when everybody the head and you the tail. Because why? You didn't keep his commandments. That's when you in the United States. That's when you in America being a slave. And Trump going to knock your head off. Because you didn't keep Yahweh commandments, so he going to punish your tail. Keep reading. Now watch this.
All these blessings shall come on thee.
All the blessings you're going to get if you keep the commandments.
And overtake thee.
And overtake thee. You're going to have so many blessings you ain't going to know what to do with them.
And thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh the Elohim.
If you listen to Yahweh, your Elohim, which is God,
blessed shalt thou be in the city.
You're going to be blessed in New York, Chicago, St. Louis, everywhere. You're going to be blessed if you keep the commandments. Read.
And blessed shalt thou be in the field.
And you're going to be blessed in Mississippi, Arkansas, and all them other cities that's in the field, in the South. Talking about the cities up north and in the South.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Your body going to be blessed.
And the fruit of thy ground.
Your ground going to be blessed, your garden.
And the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind.
That's only if you keep the commandments. All these blessings going to come up on you.
And the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in. And blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
When you go out, you ain't going to get shot and killed, stabbed and robbed. When you come in your house, ain't nobody going to be in there waiting on to rape you and all that old stuff. Do something evil to you.
Yahweh shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
All your enemies going to get their head knocked off. Why? Because you keep the commandments and statutes of Yah.
They shall come out against thee one way.
They should come against you one way.
And flee before thee 7 ways.
And get to scattering 7 ways, getting on away from you because you the chosen one.
Yahweh shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thy hand unto.
Everything that you do and try to do is going to work. It ain't going to backfire because you keep the commandments.
And he shall bless thee in the land which Yahweh the Elohim giveth thee.
He going to bless you wherever you go.
Yahweh shall establish thee a holy people unto himself.
Yahweh going to establish you a holy people. Why? Because you listen to Yah and not nobody else.
As he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh the Elohim.
If you keep the commandments of Yahweh the Elohim.
And walk in his ways.
And walk in Yahweh ways and not nobody else, not the Gentiles. Read.
And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of Yahweh.
All the people of the earth gonna see, boy, them some righteous brothers and sisters over there. They serving the right God. They live by Yah. Read.
And they shall be afraid of thee.
They gonna be scared of you. Why? Because they know you were Yahweh. Boy, listen, they know.
And Yahweh shall make thee plenteousness in goods.
Plenteousness in goods. Ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. Right now, you ain't got a down payment on the onion. The onion cost 15 cents. You ain't got a dime. Read. And why? Because you don't keep the commandment.
And the fruit of thy body.
And the fruit of your body. Your body messed up. This wrong with you. Taking 9 pills.
And in the fruit of thy cattle. And in the fruit of thy ground.
You ain't got no cattle, no ground. You don't own nothing. You paying rent. You live in a building. You ain't doing nothing here. Why? Because you don't keep the commandments.
And the land which Yahweh swore unto thy fathers to give thee, Yahweh shall open unto thee his good treasure.
He gonna open up his good treasure when you keep his commandments.
the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thy hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail.
Yahweh gonna make us the head and not the tail. Right now we the tail, and the Gentiles is the head. Why? Because you didn't keep the commandments, fool. Read.
And thou shalt be above only.
And you should be above only. But we didn't do right.
And thou shalt not be beneath.
We ain't gonna be in the basement on the floor. Right now we on the floor.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh thy Elohim.
If you keep the commandments of Yah, what verse you at?
13.
Okay.
Which I command thee this day.
Which you command us to do right now.
To observe and to do them.
To observe and do them.
And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day.
I didn't tell you to go to the New Testament, the book of the dead, or another book. I didn't tell you to do that.
To the right hand or to the left.
To the right hand, to the left. I told you to stay right here.
To go after other gods to serve them.
To go after another god to serve them. Don't you know JC is another god? Don't you know Buddha is another god? Don't you know all these other gods is somebody else's God? Yahweh is our God. He the one who created the heaven and earth, the sea, and everything else in it.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim.
If you don't listen to Yahweh, which is my God.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
This day. Now watch what's going to happen to you if you don't keep them.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these curses going to come upon thee when you don't keep his commandment. Let's watch. Check it out now. What's going to happen?
And overtake thee.
And overtake thee. These curses going to be all over your tail.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
You're going to be cursed in them big old cities, Chicago, New York, Detroit, all West St. Louis. They're cursed. That's when you cut the TV on the news, it's our people getting killed. It's our people getting shot, raped, robbed, stabbed. All the evil, the curses up on us. Why? Because you don't keep the commandments in the city. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Little Rock, Arkansas, Mississippi. We dying more people than anything in the world. Black folks die every day by massive, by killings and shootings and stabbing. All this come upon you because you ain't keeping the commandment. Read.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Eat bad food, chitlins and hallmarks and pork chop, pig feet. Y'all love swine.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
That's right. Something wrong with you.
And the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed
when you come in your house, it's already been robbed. Your TV's gone, everything gone. Why? Because you ain't keep the commandments, so the Almighty allows stuff to happen. You up under curse. And then when you go out, you don't make it back home because you got shot, steal, killed, robbed. Man, y'all hear about so-and-so happened? Yeah. Was it keep the commandments? No. Just like that lady that got shot in Springfield. She hollered out the wrong name. Bow. But they got $10 million for it. But she gone. She wasn't keeping no commandments. She would have never called out that hippie on the stick name. You know, so I look at it like this. Boy, if you ain't keep the commandment, anything, I don't even want to be standing next to you when something happens. Man, that man want to keep the commandment. That's when he dead. Keep reading.
And cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
When you go out, you ain't going to make it back home. Why? Because you don't keep the commandment. You've been cursed.
Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke. And
Yahweh going to do it.
And all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
Everything that you try to do gonna backfire. It ain't gonna never work. Always hard.
Until thou be destroyed.
Till he knock your head off. All these curses gonna come up on you. Why? Because you don't keep the commandment till he knock your head off. Now, okay, let's go to somewhere. Let's go to Deuteronomy 30. 30:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether Yahweh the Elohim have driven thee, and shall return unto Yahweh the Elohim.
You shall return to Yahweh.
And shall obey his voice.
And you shall obey Yahweh's voice.
according to all that I command thee this day,
according to everything that he told us to do today,
thou and thy children,
your children and your children,
with all thy heart,
with all your heart
and with all thy soul,
and with all your soul.
that then Yahweh thy Elohim will turn thy captivity.
Now, while you in captivity, he gonna turn it. That means you going back home. He gonna save you from this land. While you in captivity, if you turn to Yahweh, start keeping his laws, commandments, statutes, precepts, and judgment, he gonna turn your captivity, read,
and have compassion upon thee,
and have mercy and compassion upon his people.
and will return and gather thee from all the nations,
I'm gonna gather you from all the nations, Russia, China, Germany, England, France, United States. Get his people.
whether Yahweh thy Elohim has scattered thee.
Well, Yahweh down to him and scattered thee. He the one put us here.
If any of thy be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahweh thy Elohim gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee.
He gonna fetch you.
And Yahweh the Elohim will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it.
Going back to Jerusalem, land of Canaan.
And he will do thee good.
Yahweh gonna do us good.
And multiply thee above thy fathers.
And multiply us above our fathers.
And Yahweh thy Elohim will circumcise thy heart.
Yahweh gonna circumcise your heart.
And the heart of thy seed, to love Yahweh the Elohim with all thy heart.
With all your heart.
And with all thy soul.
So when you love Yahweh with all your heart and all your soul, you ain't gonna love JC and nobody else.
That thou mayest live.
That you may live.
And Yahweh thy Elohim will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
He gonna put all the curses upon your enemies, the people that hate you.
And on them that hate thee.
Everybody that hates you gonna get a curse coming. Why? Because you keeping them commandments.
Which persecuted thee.
Everybody that persecute Yahweh people gonna get their head. Now you better not put your hand on no real Israelite, no God-fearing man that worship Yahweh. He gonna kill you and all your family. That's how he gonna do. That's right. And the reason why I know he gonna do it, watch this. Let's go to Exodus. If they think I'm lying, let me show you that Yahweh gonna kill all your family. You put your hand on me or any righteous Hebrew servant. Boy, he gonna look. Let me show you what he did for Moses. Go to hold that door. We're going back to that. You should have held that. But go to Exodus 4. Now let me show you what he did for Moses. Go to Exodus 4. Let me see. Start the 15th verse. Let me show y'all something.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 15. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth.
Put words in his mouth.
And I will be with thy mouth.
Yahweh said, I'm going to be with your mouth.
And with his mouth.
I'm going to be with Moses' mouth, and I'm going to be with Aaron's mouth, his brother.
And will teach you what ye shall do.
And Yahweh going to teach Moses and Aaron what to do.
And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people.
And Aaron going to be the spokesman to the people for Moses.
And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth.
Instead of a mouth. Read.
And thou shalt be to him instead of Elohim. And thou shalt take this rod in thy hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs. And Moses went and returned to Jethro, his father-in-law.
Moses went to his father-in-law. Now watch what Yahweh did for Moses.
And said unto him.
And he said unto Jethro,
let me go, I pray thee.
Let me leave, I pray thee.
And return to my brethren which are in Egypt.
Let me go back to my family which is in Egypt. They were slaves in Egypt.
And see whether they be yet alive.
Let me see if my mom and dad and my brothers and sisters still alive in Egypt, because I had to flee from Egypt because they told on me.
And Jethro said to Moses, go in peace.
Go in peace. That was the father. Now watch this corn here, y'all.
And Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian.
Yahweh told Moses while he was in Midian.
Go. Return into Egypt.
Go back to Egypt where you came from.
For all the men are dead which sought thy life.
Everybody that was looking for you, had a warrant for you and trying to kill you, I killed them. Yahweh say, everybody, I killed all of them.
And Moses took his wife and his sons and set them upon an ass and he returned to the land of Egypt.
In other words, go back. Yahweh say everybody that was looking for you is dead because Yahweh killed them. Touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. You better not bip a bop at a barbershop. It is service in his prophets. Okay, now what was we at?
Verse 8.
Okay, what book?
Deuteronomy chapter 30. Verse
Okay,
8.
Deuteronomy 30. Go ahead.
And thou shalt return and obey the voice of Yahweh.
Obey the voice of Yah.
And do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
He say, do all my command which I command you this day.
And Yahweh thy Elohim will make thee plenteousness in every work of thy hand.
Everything that you do is going to work. It ain't going to backfire.
And the fruit of thy body.
In the fruit of your body.
And the fruit of thy cattle. And in the fruit of thy land for good. For Yahweh will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiced over thy fathers.
He going to rejoice over you good, because he sure been good to my body. I got 8 kids by 5 different women. It was good to my body. Read.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim.
If you listen to Yahweh.
To keep his commandments and his statutes which are written in this book of the law.
Written in this book. Not no other book. In this book.
And if thou turn unto Yahweh thy Elohim with all thy heart.
If you turn to Yahweh with all your heart and give up Christianity and all that other junk.
And with all thy soul.
With all your soul, because you ain't going to have time to work for nobody else.
For this commandment which I command thee this day.
This commandment is what I command you this day. It ain't up there. It ain't that. What's going to tell you? Read.
It is not hidden from thee.
The commandments ain't hidden from you, so you ain't got no excuses.
Neither is it far off.
They ain't in Russia or China or Germany. They ain't far off.
It is not in heaven.
It ain't in heaven when somebody got to bring them down.
That thou shouldest say, who shall go up for us to heaven?
Let's make an excuse. Now, who gonna go get the commandments for it? Because we don't know about it. We don't know nothing about the command. Who gonna go up to heaven and get them? Being sarcastic and funny. Read.
And bring it unto us.
And bring it to us. Who gonna go get it? Because we don't know what they say. I'm gonna read them to you today, and I'm gonna show you what they say. Read.
That we may hear it.
That we may hear it. Make an excuse.
And do it.
And do it. Then once we hear it, we'll do it. Well, I'm gonna show you today what they hear so you can start doing it. Yeah, I ain't went to heaven or Russia to get them. I got them right here. I'm gonna show them to you. Keep reading.
Neither is it beyond the sea.
It ain't down in the sea where that whale swallowed that man up the other day. Did you see that whale swallow that man up? I thought about Jonah. Read.
That thou shouldest say, who shall go over the sea for us?
Who gonna go over sea and get her? Who gonna go over there to see where that whale swallow that man up and get the commandments for it? Making all these excuses.
And bring it unto us.
And go get the commandments so we'll know what they say.
That we may hear it.
That we may hear them. But you're going to hear them today because I'm going to tell them to you.
And do it.
And do it. Or I'm going to see if you're going to do it once I tell them to you.
But the word is very nigh unto thee.
Right now in the book. The word right here in front of me. I'm going to show it to you later on.
In thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it.
Do it! That's what he said. Do it. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's see, 32. Okay, yeah, 32 and 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 46. And he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to observe to do.
What you command your servant, the children to do.
All the words of this law.
All the words of the law.
For it is not a vain thing for you.
This ain't no vain thing. This ain't vain at all.
Because it is your life.
This is our life, y'all. Your life gonna depend upon this. The laws and commandments and statutes, y'all. This is your life.
And through this thing ye shall prolong your days in the land.
And through the laws, you're gonna prolong your life through it.
Whether ye go over Jordan to possess it.
That's right. Where you go to possess it. Okay, let me go to the book of Joshua. Let's see. Yeah, Joshua 10 and 40.
Joshua chapter 10, verse 40. So Joshua smote all the country of the hills and of the south and of the vale and of the springs and all their kings. He left none remaining, but utterly destroyed all that breathed,
Everything that breathed, he killed it.
as Yahweh Elohim of Israel commanded.
Everything that Joshua did, he did it because Yahweh told him to do. Joshua listened to him. Moses listened to him. Aaron listened to him. Abraham listened to him. That's right. All of them listen to Yahweh. That's what you're supposed to be doing, just like them, listening to Yahweh. Okay, let's go to let's see. First Kings 11. Let's see. Okay, First Kings 11 and start the 33rd verse.
1 Kings chapter 11, verse 33. Because that they have forsaken me
Because you have forsaken Yahweh
and have worshipped false
and
deities,
worship JC
the gods of the Zidonians,
and the Muslim gods, and the Christian gods, and the Chinese god, the Russian god, because you agree.
false deity, the god of the Moabites, and false deity, the god of the children of Ammon, and have not walked in my ways.
And because when you worship another god, you cannot walk in Yahweh ways.
To do that which is right in my eyes,
And when you serve somebody else God, you ain't doing what's right in Yahweh's eyes.
and to keep my statutes and my judgments,
And to keep Yahweh's statute and judgment,
as did David his father.
just like King David did, his father.
Howbeit I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, but I will make him prince all the days of his life for David my servant's sake, whom I chose, because he kept my commandments and my statutes.
Because he kept the commandments and statutes of Yahweh. Don't you know you're going to be blessed if you keep the commandments and statutes? You can't go wrong. You going wrong if you don't. Donald Trump going to show you.
But I will take the kingdom out of his son's hand, and will give it unto thee, even 10 tribes. And unto his son will I give one tribe, that David my servant may have a light always before me in Jerusalem.
Always, David always going to have a light before him.
The city which I have chosen me to put my name
I
there.
chose Jerusalem to put my name in there. I didn't choose United States or Russia or France or Germany. I chose Jerusalem or Rome. He didn't choose Rome.
And I will take thee, and thou shalt reign according to all that thy soul desireth, and shalt be king over Israel. And it shall be, if thou wilt hearken unto all that I command thee,
If you listen to everything that Yahweh command thee,
and will walk in my ways,
walk in Yahweh ways.
and do that is right in my sight.
What is right in Yahweh's sight? About obeying his commandment, laws, and statutes and judgment. That's what's right.
To keep my statutes and my commandments,
To keep Yahweh's statute and commandment, that's what's right.
as David my servant did.
Just like David did. David never worshiped another God. David never did break the first commandment, thou shalt not have no other God before me. He never called up on JC, Buddha, Allah, and all them other gods. He never did that.
That I will be with thee,
Then he gonna be with thee.
and build thee a sure house, as I built for David.
Don't you know Yahweh gonna be with you, just like he was with the prophets and the kings and priests back then today? He ain't changed. Yahweh's still the same. This is the same God that Moses served, Ezekiel served, Isaiah, Daniel, Hannah, everybody in the Old Testament served. We serve the same God. And the same thing he did for them, he gonna do for you. Okay, let's go to Chronicles. First Chronicles 14. start at the 10 verse. Yeah.
First Chronicles chapter 14, verse 10. And David inquired of Elohim, saying,
He asked Yahweh,
shall I go up against the Philistines?
you always supposed to get permission for war. When it's time to go to war, you always get permission from Yahweh to go to war. That's when you're going to always lose when you don't ask Yah. So King David required of Yahweh, can I go knock the Philistines' head off?
And wilt thou deliver them into my hand?
And will you deliver the Philistines to my hand?
And Yahweh said unto him,
and Yahweh told King David this. Watch this.
go up,
for
I will deliver them into thy hand.
I'm going to give you the Philistines. You already won the fight. Just go and get them.
So they came up to Perizim, and David smote them there. And then
smoke mean killed. He killed them.
Then David said, Elohim have broken in upon my enemies by my hand like the breaking forth of waters.
Yahweh had used King David to break off in the Philistines and all them other nations. They're like you gonna use Trump to knock your head off. Read.
Therefore they call the name of that place Perizim. And when they have left their gods there, David gave a commandment, and they were burned with fire.
Burnt all their gods up.
And the Philistines yet again spread themselves abroad in the valley. Therefore David inquired again of Elohim.
Ask the Almighty again. Because you got to get permission from Yahweh. Anytime you want to go to war fight, you got to get permission from Yahweh, or else you're going to get your head knocked off already because you didn't do it the right way. King David knew to go to Yah. Now watch what he say.
And Elohim said unto him,
and Yahweh told him,
go not up after them.
Don't go not after them.
Turn away from them.
Turn away from them.
And come upon them over against the mulberry tree.
Go over there by the mulberry tree.
And it shall be, when thou shalt hear a sound of going in the tops of the mulberry trees.
When you hear that,
that then thou shalt go out to battle.
Then you go out to battle.
For Elohim is gone forth before thee to smite the host of the Philistines.
He's going to knock their head off for you.
David therefore did as Elohim commanded him.
David did what Yahweh commanded him to do. Y'all doing what y'all want to do, and all the righteous people listen to Yah. Read.
And they smote the host of the Philistines from Gibeon.
When you do it the way Yahweh say do it, you going to win automatically. You ain't going to never lose when you do it the way Yahweh say do it. When he did it the way Yahweh said, he always won. Read that verse again.
David therefore did as Elohim commanded him.
Commanded.
And they smote the host of the Philistines from Gibeon even to Gazer. And the fame of David went out into all lands.
He went viral. King David went viral back then.
And Yahweh brought the fear of him upon all nations.
And everybody was scared of King David. All the nations on this earth was scared. When you got Yahweh with you, everybody going to be scared of you. Why? Because they're going to get their head knocked off. That's why they're going to be scared. Okay, let's go to, what was that? Okay, I want to go to 1 Chronicles. Now, let me show y'all somebody else that listen to Yahweh, the command. 1 Chronicles 21. 1 Chronicles 21, and let me see what's that. Okay, 27.
1 Chronicles chapter 21, verse 27. And Yahweh commanded the angel. And
Yahweh commanded angels.
And he put up his sword again into the sheath thereof.
That's right. Yahweh commanded angels listen to Yahweh. All the righteous gonna listen to Yahweh. He get their head knocked off. Okay, let's go to 2 Chronicles next. The angels listen. King David listen. Noah listen. Let's see. Okay, 2 Chronicles 14:1.
2 Chronicles chapter 14, verse 1. So Abijah slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David. And Asa his son reigned in his stead. In his days the land was quiet 10 years.
10 years, no war.
And Asa did that which was good and right in the eyes of Yahweh as Elohim.
Now, what you think was good and right in the eyes of Yahweh? He kept the commandments, the laws, the statute, precept, and judgment. That was good. He didn't go no church. He didn't have no cross on. He wasn't baptized. He didn't believe in Hamashiach or Yahshua or JC like y'all do. Asa didn't do that. Read.
For he took away the altars of the strange gods.
Or the strange God. The New Testament Quran is a strange God to Asa.
And the high places, and break down the images.
Church houses. He broke them down.
And cut down the groves.
Cut down their groves. Got rid of.
And commanded Judah to seek Yahweh Elohim of their fathers.
And he commanded Judah to seek after Yah.
And to do the law and the commandment.
And do the laws and the commandment. That's what made Asa righteous in the eyes of Yah. Do the laws and commandments of Yah. Okay, let's go to Nehemiah. When you go to church, you retarded. And I'm gonna give y'all $1,000 today when I get done. Okay, Nehemiah. I want Nehemiah 9. Let's see. Start at Nehemiah 9 and 7.
Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 7. Thou art Yahweh the Elohim, who didst choose Abram.
He chose Abram.
And broughtest him forth out of Ur of the Chaldees, and gavest him the name of Abraham.
Yahweh the one changed Abraham's name to Abraham, because it was Abram at first, and Yahweh changed his name to Abraham. Read. Abraham means father of many nations. That's what it means. Keep reading.
And founded his heart faithful before thee.
He found that Abraham's heart was faithful. Like man's and y'all's on here, our heart faithful.
And made us a covenant with him to give the land of the Canaanites.
And he made a covenant with Abraham to give him the land of Canaan, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, and the Jebusites, and the Girgashites. Read.
The Hittites, the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Jebusites, and the Girgashites, to give it, I say, to his seed, and has performed thy words.
And the seed is us. We are the descendants of Abraham. We are the seed of Abraham. We are the descendants. And we're going to get that land like Yahweh promised. Read.
For thou art righteous.
Because he was righteous. Abraham was righteous. What made Abraham righteous?
And didst see the affliction of our fathers in Egypt.
He saw what was going on in Egypt when Abraham was dead.
And heardest their cry by the Red Sea.
Yahweh heard us crying down in Egypt when the Pharaoh was putting it on us. You're going to cry again when Trump get through with you.
And showed his signs and wonders upon Pharaoh.
Yahweh showed his signs and wonders upon Pharaoh.
And on all his servants.
All his servants.
And on all the people of his land. For thou knewest that they dealt proudly against them. So didst thou get thee a name, as it is this day. And thou didst divide the sea before them.
Yahweh divided the sea before us.
So that they went through the midst of the sea on the dry land.
And we walked on dry land once they parted the Red Sea.
And their persecutors thou threwest into the deeps. As
all the people that were trying to kill us got drowned. The persecutors, because they was running after us on them horses.
As a stone into the mighty waters.
Went down as a stone in the mighty waters and drowned Pharaoh's army.
Moreover, thou leddest them in the day by a cloudy pillar.
Yahweh led us in the day. He led us through the day with a cloudy pillar.
And the night by a pillar of fire.
And at night it was a pillar of fire so we can see at night.
To give them light and the way wherein they should go.
To give us light so we can see where we going.
Thou camest down also upon Mount Sinai.
Camest down over Mount Sinai.
And spakest with them from heaven, and gavest them right judgments.
Yahweh gave us right judgments.
And true laws.
And true laws. He didn't give you no New Testament, no Quran, no Book of the Dead, and no Hadith, and them Apocrypha. He didn't give you them books.
good statutes and commandments.
He gave you good statutes and commandments. That's all you need is the Old Testament. You don't need no other book. Because Yahweh didn't give it to you. Somebody else gave you that.
And made it known unto them thy holy Sabbath.
And he made it known that the Sabbath day we're supposed to be keeping. Their weekly Sabbath.
And commanded them precepts.
And commanded us precepts.
Statutes.
And
laws.
By the hand of Moses.
By the hand of Moses thy servant.
Thy servant. Moses was a servant of Yah, just like me. But he was bigger and better than me because he was a prophet.
And gave us them bread from heaven for their hunger.
And when we got hungry in the wilderness, he gave us bread.
And brought us forth water for them out of the rock for their thirst.
And when we got thirsty, he made water come out of a rock to give us thirst. To quench our thirst, I mean.
And promises them that they should go in to possess the land which Yahweh has sworn to give them.
Now watch this though. Yahweh did all this good for us. Now watch.
But they and our fathers dealt proudly.
They dealt proudly, complaining, arguing.
And hardened their necks.
After all this Yahweh did for us, we hardened our necks.
And hearkened not to thy commandments.
And hearkened not to the commandments because they was Egyptianized. Anytime we was down in East for 430 years and they became brainwashed, bamboos, and hoodwinked. They were Egyptianized just like we are Americanized. Read.
And refused to obey.
And you refuse to obey Yahweh commandments, but you love church every Sunday. You love eating pork. You love the pagan holiday. You love wearing a cross. You love doing everything that Yahweh hates. Read.
Neither were mindful of thy wonders that thou didst among them.
They forgot all about what Yahweh did to the Egyptians.
But hardened their necks. And their rebellion appointed a captain to return to their bondage. But thou art a Elohim ready to pardon.
But Yahweh still ready to forgive, pardon.
Gracious and merciful.
Gracious and mercy take Yahweh a long time to get angry. It might take him 5 or 20 years to get mad at you and still knock your head off, though.
Slow to anger.
Take him 30 years to get you.
And of great kindness. And forsookest them not. Yea, when they had made them a molten calf.
When they had made a golden calf back in Egypt, but now they're making a cross. Is the molten calf today, the cross that you wear around your neck, retarded fool.
And said, this is thy Elohim that brought thee up out of Egypt.
This is the God, boy, which I had one on right now. But this is the God that brought me to save my son's life. This is the God I prayed to, and I ain't got cancer no more, breast cancer no more, and he delivered me, and this, that, and all that goofy, retarded stuff. This is the God I'm wearing on my neck that did it. Listen, I'm finna tell y'all the story. Now, I got a daughter. She was in the wreck about 8 or 9 years ago. And she almost died. An 18-wheeler ran head on with her, and her motor came in her car. I'm talking about she was in bad shape for 3 or 4 months now. This is a true story. Now, I get a phone call early. Your daughter been in a wreck. So I had this. She went to St. Louis to the hospital. Listen, I went up there to the hospital, and I kept going. I went every day. Her brother Big T came and got me every day, and we went up there to the hospital for like 3 or 4 months. She was in bad shape, critical condition, almost that. Listen, I got out on my knees in the hospital and prayed toward the east, and Yahweh, he delivered her. But now her mama had a boyfriend. They was up there too. It was there every day. She had a cross on. Her mama had a cross on. I said, listen, you got to take that cross off and throw it away and do something with it, because you can't be wearing that cross and think the Almighty gonna help your daughter, which is my daughter too. Listen, that's a great sin. Take that cross off. You know that woman took that cross off. I ain't seen it to this day. Listen, I don't know what she did with the cross, but she don't wear it no more. And don't you know the Most High delivered my daughter? Because I was praying on my knees when I go to the hospital, praying to Yah to bring her back, So I did that, but I made her mama throw that cross away. She had a cross on and threw it away. Or she did somewhere because the next day I seen it, she didn't have it on. I say, you paying attention now. I say, you ain't had it down in your shirt, did you? Yeah, so that's it. But let's get back to the book.
And had wrought great
what verse? I forgot what I was at.
18.
18 and what book was in? Nehemiah?
Yeah.
Okay. Verse 18?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And had wrought great provocations, yet thou and thy manifold mercies forsookest them not in the wilderness. The pillar of the cloud departed not from them by day to lead them in the way, neither the pillar of fire by night to show them light and the way wherein they should go. Thou gavest also thy good spirit to instruct them, and withheldest not thy manna from their mouth, and gavest them water for their thirst.
That's right. Yahweh did all this for us.
Yea.
What verse you in now?
21.
Okay.
Yea, 40 years didst thou sustain them in the wilderness.
We was in the wilderness for 40 years, and feet didn't swell, and shoes wasn't old.
So that they lacked nothing, their clothes waxed not old.
Still was brand new on you. 40 years. Just think about wearing the same thing for 40 years. And it's going to be new still.
And their feet swelled not.
And your feet ain't swelling up because you ain't got nowhere to sit.
Moreover, thou gavest them kingdoms and nations.
Yahweh did all this for us.
And didst divide them into corners. So they possessed the land of Sihon, and the land of the king of Heshbon, and the land of Og, king of Bashan. Their children also multipliedest thou as the stars of heaven.
See, when you do right by Yah, he going to protect you and he got you. Our obedience is our protection. The more we obey the Most High Yah, the more he going to protect you. He don't let nothing happen to you. Keep reading.
And broughtest them into the land concerning which thou hadst promised to their fathers, that they should go in to possess it. So the children went in and possessed the land, and thou subduedest before them the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, and gavest them into their hands with their kings and the people of the land, that they might do with them as they would. And they took strong cities and a fat land, and possessed houses full of all goods.
Took everything, because Yahweh with us.
Wells digged, vineyards and olive yards, and fruit trees in abundance. So they did eat and were filled and became fat.
Had a bag of money and food, had everything. Now watch this.
And delighted themselves in thy great goodness.
Had a ball, went bought a Maserati, a Bentley, a Cadillac, had a house up on the hills, had everything. This finger popping.
Nevertheless, they were disobedient.
After all what Yahweh blessed them with and gave to, they were disobedient. They went to church and put their cross on again.
And rebelled against thee.
And they rebelled against Yah. After he done blessed them, boy, listen.
And cast thy law behind their backs.
Put their law in the back pocket and sat on it. They ain't studying no law. Oh, I got plenty of money. I got plenty of women. I got plenty of everything. I ain't got to obey nobody. I'm the king. I'm this, that, and other. But you're going to get your head knocked off, retarded fool. Read.
And slew thy prophets which testified against them to turn them to thee, and they wrought great provocations. Therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies.
That's why the Almighty delivered us into the hand of them, because we get big-headed. You give a black person some money, his chest gets to sticking out. He forget all about where he come from. He don't even go back to the hood no more to give back. He said, oh, let's look at all these rich people that's got all this money. I ain't finna name them, but it's a bunch of black folk rich. They don't get a po nothing. They do not get a po people nothing. All this money that y'all got, and y'all stingy, greedy, and selfish, and won't get a po people nothing. The Almighty gonna knock your head off. Keep reading.
Who vexed them, and in the time of their trouble.
And when they got in trouble,
when they cried unto thee,
when they cried unto Yahweh,
thou heardest them from heaven.
Then Yahweh heard you from heaven. After all this you did, spit in Yahweh's face.
And according to thy manifold mercies, thou gavest them saviors.
Still saved them. After all what they did, Yahweh, that would make them so merciful and gracious. He's slow to anger. Read that, friends, read.
who saved them out of the hand of their enemies.
And Yahweh always come through and save us from our enemy. Let me show you. Let's go to Nehemiah right quick. Nahum, the book of Nahum. Let me show him something right quick. Listen, y'all. Now let's listen. Go to Nehemiah 1 and start at the second verse. Y'all pay attention to this. Book of Nahum. Nahum chapter 1, verse 2.
Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. Elohim is jealous.
He jealous.
And Yahweh revengeth.
He gon' the big payback. He gonna revenge.
Yahweh revengeth.
He revenges payback.
And is furious.
And furious. He coming furious.
Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries.
Yahweh gonna knock everybody head off that hate him. He gonna hate everybody that hate Yahweh got to pay.
And he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
He reserved wrath just for his enemy. He got it put up just for his enemy to knock their head off. All Yahweh in man. Watch this read.
Yahweh is slow to anger.
It take Yahweh a long time to get angry. He's slow to anger. He might wait 10, 15, 20 years or 20 days.
And great in power.
And great in power. You can't overrun through him.
And will not at all acquit the wicked.
He is not going to quit the wicked.
Yahweh hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm.
He got his way in the whirlwind and the storm, in the fires and everything. Yeah, mudslide, hurricane, tornado, earthquake, in the weather. He got his hand in the weather.
At the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Did you know every time you look up at the cloud, that's just the dust of Yahweh's feet? Now go back to what we just leave out of Nehemiah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm done with that. Let's go to Psalms. Psalm 105. Psalm 105. Start that first verse.
Psalms chapter 105, verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh.
He told us to give thanks to him, not nobody in the New Testament. Give thanks to Yah.
Call upon his name.
We call upon Yah. We don't call upon nobody in the New Testament for nothing.
Make known his deeds among the people.
I talk about Yahweh all the time to the white folk, to anybody, all of them.
Sing unto him.
I sing to Yah.
Sing songs unto him.
Sing song to Yah.
Talk ye of all his wondrous works.
I talk about them fires he doing in California, his wondrous work. Them floods and them storms and that weather. Talk about it to people.
Glory ye in his holy name.
Glory in Yahweh's holy name.
Let the heart of them rejoice that seek Yahweh.
We seek Yahweh.
Seek Yahweh.
That's right.
And his strength.
And his strength.
Seek his face evermore.
Seek Yahweh's face evermore.
Remember his marvelous works that he have done.
Remember everything that Yahweh had did to the Egyptians in Egypt and everywhere else, them fires over in California, the weather down in Texas and all. Remember what Yahweh do with his weather?
His wonders and the judgments of his mouth.
In the because his mouth, he tell it to go do it. He tell the fire to go do it. He tell the storm to do it. Tell the snow and ice. But hold it. Go to Psalm 147. Let me show him that the Almighty do it. Psalm 147. And start at the 15th verse. 15th verse. Let me let you know Yahweh do it.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 15. He sendeth forth his commandment upon earth.
Yahweh sent his commandments up on the earth.
His word runneth very swiftly.
Very swiftly. Can't keep up with it.
He giveth snow like wool.
Yahweh gives snow like wool. Not no Mother Nature and the other climate change. Not none of that junk.
He scattereth the hoarfrost like ashes.
He scattered the whole frost like ash. Go outside, got frost on everything. Yahweh did it.
He casteth forth his ice like morsels.
He cast for the ice outside like morsel.
Who can stand before his cold?
Who can stand before Yahweh cold? Nobody. Not even a polar bear. He gets so cold, he go to complain.
He sendeth out his word and melteth them.
Yahweh sent his word and melt the snow.
He causeth his wind to blow.
Yahweh called that wind, that north wind to blow, and his waters to flow.
And the waters flow.
That's right. That's right. Now going back to the what was that? Psalms. Yeah.
Verse 6. O ye seed of Abraham his servant.
Talking to us only.
Ye children of Jacob his chosen.
We are the chosen people of Yah.
He is Yahweh or Elohim.
That's our God name, Yahweh. He got many names. You a many lie. Oh, he got many names. You a lie.
His judgments are in all the earth.
His judgment in all the earth.
He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations.
To 1,000 generations. We wanted 1,000 generations. He's talking about right now today. 1,000.
Which covenant he made with Abraham.
He didn't make no covenant with JC.
And his oath unto Isaac.
He didn't make no oath with Paul.
And confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law.
That's right. He didn't make no law with John.
And to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
That's right. He made a covenant with Israel, us.
Saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan.
That's what he said. He's going to give us the land of Canaan.
The lot of your inheritance.
That's right.
When they were but a few men in number, yea, very few, and strangers in it, when they went from one nation to another.
When we went from one captivity to another captivity.
From one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong.
He ain't going to let nothing happen to the righteous Hebrew that's living wherever he living at. If you're in the penitentiary, he ain't going to let nothing happen. They ain't going to let nothing happen to you nowhere. Touch the read.
Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not my anointed.
Touch not my anointed.
And do my prophets no harm.
And you bet not do his prophet no harm. Bet not.
Moreover, he called for a famine upon the land.
Yahweh didn't want to make the famine in the land.
He brake the whole staff of bread.
That's right.
He sent a man before them.
He sent Joseph, a man before them.
Even Joseph, who was sold for a servant.
Who was sold into slavery as a servant.
Whose feet they hurt with fetters. He was laid in iron.
He went to penitentiary. He was in the penitentiary. He was in Stateville.
Until the time that his word came.
Until it was time for him to get out. The Almighty put him in there, and he got out on Yahweh time. That's why I tell them brothers is in the joint, hey, Escobar, boy, you coming home.
The word of Yahweh tried him.
Yahweh gonna try you, Escobar, like he did Joseph.
The king sent and loosed him.
The king went and loosed him. Oh, they gonna loose you out the penitentiary. You ain't gonna be there forever.
Even the ruler of the people.
Even the ruler of the people.
And let him go free.
And let him go free. And let Escobar go free. Hadnif go free. Carmate go free. KT go free. And hope and pray that Larry go free one day too.
He made him master of his house.
When he got out, he became master of his house, Joseph.
And ruler of all his substance.
And ruler of all his substance.
To bind his princes at his pleasure.
That's right.
And teach his senators wisdom.
And Joseph taught his senators wisdom.
Israel also came into Egypt.
Israel was his daddy. Joseph had a daddy named Israel. His name was Jacob, but the Almighty changed to Israel. Read.
And Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham.
In the land of Ham.
And he increased his people greatly.
He increased his people greatly.
And made them stronger than their enemies.
And made them stronger than their enemies.
He turned their heart to hate his people.
Hate his people.
To deal subtly with his servants. He sent Moses his servant.
He sent Moses his servant. He didn't send JC to do nothing.
And Aaron whom he had chosen.
And he sent Aaron his brother who he had chosen.
They showed his signs among them and wonders in the land of Ham.
Yahweh always worked through people. He gonna send, boy, he sent Donald Trump to handle that business. He sent his people. He sent Moses. He sent Jeremiah. He sent Daniel. He sent Ezekiel. He sent me. You understand me? Read.
He sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. He turned their waters into blood.
Turned the water into blood for 7 days. He did that in Egypt, showing them that he am that he am. I am that I am.
And slew their fish.
And slew the fish.
Their land brought forth frogs in abundance in the chambers of their kings.
Talking about the 10 plagues that the Most High put on the Egyptians. It was 10 plagues.
He spake, and there came divers sorts of flies.
He spoke, and one number of flies. He ain't got to do number speak and kill you.
And lice in all their coasts.
That's right.
He gave them hail for rain.
Hail come from Yah. He gave them hail for rain.
And flaming fire in their land.
And flaming fire in that land, just like he did a flaming fire in California. Yahweh still working.
He smote their vines also and their fig trees, and brake the trees of their coast.
That's right. When you riding around seeing them trees broke, Yahweh broke them trees too.
He spake, and the locusts came, and caterpillars, and that without number.
You couldn't count them. It was so many of them.
And did eat up all the herbs in their land, and devoured the fruit of their ground. He smote also all the firstborn in their land.
He killed all the firstborn in Egypt. The Almighty did that.
The chief of all their strength. He brought them forth also with silver and gold, and there was not one feeble person among their tribes.
Talking about us, wasn't no feeble person sick in our tribe.
Egypt was glad when they departed.
They was glad when we left Egypt.
For the fear of them fell upon them.
The fear of Yahweh was breaking it off in them.
He spread a cloud for a covering.
Yahweh did all this to protect the nappy-headed Israelites when we was in Egypt for 430 years.
And fire to give light in the night.
They done all this now, but we were still hard-headed, rebellious, stiff-necked.
The people asked, and he brought quails.
Whatever we asked for, Yahweh brought it. Brought quail, we ate quail.
And satisfied them with the bread of heaven.
That's manna. We ate manna from heaven.
He opened the rock.
He opened up the rock, and the water gushed out, and we got full of water. Drunk it.
And the waters gushed out. They ran in the dry places like a river.
That's right.
For he remembered his holy promise.
He remembered Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, what he promised them.
And Abraham, his servant.
That's right.
And he brought forth his people with joy.
He brought us with joy. We had a ball, finger popping, listening to Marvin Gaye and Al Green.
And his chosen with gladness.
And his chosen was glad. We was glad.
And gave them the lands of the heathen.
And gave us the land of the Gentile, the Canaanite, the Perizzite, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and the Hivites.
And they inherited the labor of the people.
That's right. We inherited.
That they might observe his statutes.
That we may observe Yahweh's statutes.
And keep his laws.
Keep Yahweh laws.
Praise ye Yahweh.
And praise ye Yahweh. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get a little Jeremiah. Jeremiah 7 and 21. Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 21. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts.
Yahweh talking.
The Elohim of Israel.
He the God of Israel, not the God of the world.
Put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices and eat flesh.
Put that down and eat flesh, because he ain't studying it. Watch this.
For I spake not unto your fathers.
I didn't tell Abraham and Isaac and Jacob your fathers.
Nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt.
I didn't command them in the day I brought them out of Egypt. I didn't command them sacrifices and stuff like they teach you now. Where's the sacrifice? Almighty ain't never commanded you to do no sacrifice.
concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices.
I didn't command you to do no burnt offering and sacrifice food. This is what I command you to do. Read.
But this thing commanded I them,
I commanded the people to do this. Read.
saying, obey my voice,
I commanded you to obey my voice. I ain't studying no sacrifice.
and I will be your Elohim.
Then I'm going to be your God after you obey my voice and not give me no sacrifice, because that's something you want to do, not me. Read.
And ye shall be my people.
And we going to be his people once we obey his voice, and his voice never told us to give him a sacrifice.
And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you.
And walk in all the ways that I command you. Did I command you to go to church? Hell no. Did I command you to wear a cross? Hell no. Did I command you to give a pimp 10% of your money? Hell no. Did I command you to do anything that you're doing today? Hell no. Read.
That it may be well unto you.
It be well to you.
But they hearken not.
But they didn't listen. They got them a religion. I'm a Baptist. I'm a Catholic. I'm a Presbyterian. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. You retarded fool. Read.
Nor incline their ear.
They didn't incline their ear. They don't want to hear what I'm talking about.
But walk in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart.
Or their evil heart. Anytime you got a religion, you got an evil heart. Anytime you tell my JC, your Messiah, he your Savior, he your everything, you got an evil heart. Read.
And went backward.
And went back to the New Testament. Because the New Testament is in the back. They went to the back of the book instead of Genesis, the front.
And not forward.
And they didn't go to Genesis. They didn't go to the front of the book. They went to the back of the book. Retarded fool. That's all I needed. Now, let's go to Jeremiah 11. Almighty ain't never told us to give him no sacrifice. He said obedience is better than sacrifice. Y'all want to give him a sacrifice because y'all don't want to obey them commandments and laws and statutes. So he ain't studying that. Jeremiah 11. Let me see what I want at. Jeremiah 11, to start the first verse.
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from Yahweh.
From Yah.
Saying,
this is what he told him.
Hear ye the words of this covenant.
Hear the words of this covenant.
And speak unto the men of Judah.
We are from the tribe of Judah. He's talking about us now. We from the tribe of Judah.
And to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And say thou unto them.
This is what you tell them.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel.
This is what you tell them. I'm the God of Israel, not the God of the Chinese, not the God of the Mexicans, not the God of the white man, not the God of the Puerto Ricans or nobody else. I'm the God of Israel. Read.
Cursed be the man that obeyeth not the words of this covenant.
You gonna be cursed if you don't obey the covenant of Yah,
which I commanded your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt from the iron furnace.
From the iron furnace.
Saying, obey my voice.
Obey Yahweh's voice.
And do them.
And do what Yahweh say do.
According to all which I commanded. According to all which I command you.
Everything that I command you to do, you're supposed to be doing it.
So shall ye be my people.
Then you're going to be my people after you do what I say do.
And I will be your Elohim.
Then I'm going to be your God after you say, if you do what I tell you to do.
That I may perform the oath which I have sworn unto your fathers, to give them a land flowing with milk and honey, as it is this day. Then answered I and said, so be it, O Yahweh. Then Yahweh said unto me, proclaim all these words in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, saying, hear ye the words of this covenant, and do them.
Do the covenant.
For I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, obey my voice.
Yahweh going to tell you 1,000 times to obey his voice. He never told you to obey Paul's voice, Peter's voice, James, them hillbilly voice. He never told you to obey them. Read.
Yet they obey not.
They didn't obey. They went to the New Testament, went to the back of the book.
Nor inclined their ears.
They didn't want to hear what Jeremiah and Ezekiel and Moses had to say.
but walk every one in the imagination of their evil heart.
Your evil heart told you to go to church. Your evil heart told you to get a religion. Your evil heart told you to celebrate these pagan holidays, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, all that. Your evil heart told you don't keep the Yahweh commandments and statutes. That's what your evil heart told you to do. Read.
Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant which I commanded them to do, but they did them not.
But they didn't do it. They still ain't doing what Yahweh say do. Okay, that was 14. Let me see. Okay, go to Jeremiah 26. Yeah, start at the second verse. 20, yeah, Jeremiah 26 and 2.
Jeremiah chapter 26, verse 2. Thus saith Yahweh, stand in the court of Yahweh's house, and speak unto all the cities of Judah, which come to worship in Yahweh's house, all the words that I command thee to speak unto them. Diminish not a word.
Don't go for now one the word. Don't add and take away. Do everything that I command you to say.
If so be they will hearken.
If they hearken to me, mean listen to Yahweh.
And turn every man from his evil way.
From his evil way, wearing a cross, being baptized and going to church and celebrating Valentine's Day.
That I may repent me of the evil.
Repent of his evil.
Which I propose to do unto them because of the evil of their doings.
I propose to do this to you because of your evil doings.
And thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh, if ye will not hearken to me,
if you ain't gonna listen to Jeremiah,
to walk in my law,
and walk in Yahweh, walk in Yahweh law, listen to Yahweh and walk in Yahweh laws,
which I have set before you, to hearken to the words of my servants the prophets, whom I send to you, both rising up early and sending them.
I sent Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah. I didn't send nobody in the New Testament.
But ye have not hearkened.
But you ain't listening to them. You trying to tell me what Paul said.
Then will I make this house like Shiloh, and will make this city a curse to all the nations of the earth.
That's right. I'm going to curse all of them. I'm going to curse you for not listening. Okay. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Who was the wisest man in the Bible? Let me ask a question. Who was the wisest man that ever lived in the Bible? Can anybody answer that? Who was the wise? Okay, Mark, and you're right. You hit the nail on the head. Okay, Solomon. Now, go to Ecclesiastes 12. You're right, Mark Anthony. Yeah, he was up there, but we talking about Solomon. You're right. So let's see what he told Solomon. Let's see what the wisest man said. Now, watch what the wisest man said. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. That's right. Go to 12 and start at the 12th verse. 12 and 12.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12.
Now, this is what the wisest man in the Bible said. Pay attention to this.
And further, by these, my son, be admonished.
Admonish mean warn. He say, Father, my son, be admonished. Be warned. What did he say be warned about? Read.
Of making many books there is no end.
That make many books, ain't no end to these other books. Them other books don't mean you no good. You don't need no many books. Read.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
And these other books will have you brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked, and confused. You don't know what to do because you're confused. You've been raised in a lie. When you hear the truth, it sounds strange to you. Read.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the conclusion. Hold on. What do conclusion mean? Let us hear the conclusion. Let's see. Listen. Conclusion, Blue.
Conclusion, the end.
The end. Double conclusion mean the end.
Last part.
The last part.
Judgment.
Judgment.
Finally.
Finally, it's a wrap. It's over with.
As a last statement.
A last statement. Now watch this. Now read. Start over.
Let us share the conclusion of the whole matter.
At the end of the day, don't nothing matter but this. The end of the day, the last.
Fear Elohim.
Fear him.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the duty. What do duty mean? What do duty mean?
Duty, what a person should do because it is thought to be right.
It's right. Duty is right. He said, fear y'all, the whole duty of man. Read.
Just or moral.
Just and moral.
Any of the things that are supposed to be done as part of a person's work. The respect that one should show toward one's parents, older people.
That's right, duty. Now get back to it.
For Elohim shall bring every work into judgment.
No, that 13 again.
Let us share the conclusion of the whole matter.
Don't nothing else matter. I don't care what you believe, what you think, or how you believe. Don't nothing else matter but this.
Fear Elohim.
Fear Yah.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is your duty as a man. If you're a man, he's talking to you.
For Elohim shall bring every work into judgment.
Everything you ever did or ever said gonna bring into judgment.
With every secret thing.
Every secret thing.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether it be good or... Since the wisest man said it, I'm finna go to 1 King. Let's see. 1 King. Let's see. First Kings. Let me think I get. Yeah. First Kings 4, chapter 4, verse 29. First Kings chapter 4, verse 29.
First Kings chapter 4, verse 29. And Elohim gave Solomon wisdom and understanding exceeding much.
Yahweh gave him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Not nobody else. He didn't get it from college. He didn't get it from what's some colleges?
Yale.
He didn't go to Yale.
Harvard.
He didn't go to Harvard.
Brown.
He didn't go to Brown. Any of them, he didn't go there. Read.
And largeness of heart.
And largeness of heart.
Even as the sand that is on the seashore. And Solomon,
Princeton, that's right. Read.
And Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children of the East Country.
All the wisdom of all the East Country.
And all the wisdom of Egypt.
All the way. He was smarter than everybody. Had more wisdom than everybody.
For he was wiser than all men.
Yahweh said King Solomon wiser than all men.
Than Ethan the Ezrahite and Heman and Chalcol and Darda, the sons of Malhol, and his fame was in all nations round about.
He went viral.
And he spake 3,000 proverbs.
King Solomon spake 3,000 proverbs. You can't speak one. He spoke 3,000.
And his songs were 1,005.
1,000 so he went platinum.
And he spake of trees from the cedar tree that is in Lebanon, even unto the hyssop that spring out of the wall.
Boy, you think I can popcorn? King Solomon make a butt out of me. King Solomon can pop it.
He spake also of beasts and of fowl and of creeping things and of fishes.
He did it all.
And there came of all people to hear the wisdom of Solomon.
They came to hear Solomon popcorn.
From all kings of the earth.
Everybody that wanted to hear what, man, y'all hear about Solomon? I'm going to wherever he is with him, pop that corn. Read.
Which had heard of his wisdom.
They heard of his wisdom. Okay, go to 5. With that, go to 5 and 12. Yeah.
1 Kings chapter 5.
That's right, triple platinum.
1 Kings chapter 5, verse 12. And Yahweh gave Solomon wisdom.
Yahweh gave it to him.
As he promised him.
As he promised him, he gave it to him. He didn't give JC no will. He ain't gave nobody to get that money if he gave it to anybody in the New Testament. Keep reading.
And there was peace between Hiram and Solomon. And they two made a league together.
Okay, that's all I need. Now go to 2 Samuel. I got to get something out of there. 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel chapter 12. Now, let me show y'all something else. Chapter 7, 12, and 24, I mean.
2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 24. And David comforted Bathsheba, his wife.
Now, that was King Solomon's mama name was Bathsheba, his daddy name was David.
And went in unto her.
Had sex with her.
And lay with her.
And
she bare a son.
Now, this is what I want. Is bare a son.
And he called his name Solomon.
Watch this.
And Yahweh loved him.
Say it again.
And Yahweh loved him.
Say it again.
And Yahweh loved him.
And Yahweh loved Solomon. That's what I'm talking about now. Now, that's all I needed. Oh, I'm supposed to talk about, hold on, I'm trying to get his money away right quick. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you get that money. If you can show me what Yahweh loved JC in the New Testament, get that money. Show me what Yahweh say he loved JC, loved Paul, loved James, loved Peter. And then read that again.
Did Yahweh command you to go to church?
Now show me what Yahweh say go to church.
Be baptized.
Show me what Yahweh say be baptized.
Wear a cross.
Show me what Yahweh say wear a cross.
Go to the New Testament.
Show me what Yahweh say go to the New Testament.
Worship JC.
Show me what Yahweh say worship JC.
Believe in the New Testament.
Show me what Yahweh say believe in the New Testament.
Don't keep Yahweh's commandments.
Show me what Yahweh say do not keep my commandments no more.
Go to college to find him.
Show me what Yahweh say go to college, go to Princeton and Yale and all the rest of them to find him.
Religion.
Show me what Yahweh say get a religion. Now get that money. That's right. It should be easy because y'all do all this I just read. Y'all do everything on this paper that I read. So show it to me for the money. Because if you can't show it to me, then you a lie and the truth ain't in you. And I know you want some money. I know you want that $1,000. Now get it. Get it. And if you say you don't want the money, what did it say? the West is thing, the New Testament is junk. Okay, yeah, all right. I thought somebody had the answer. Now, for all the people that say they don't want the money, go to Ecclesiastes 10 and 19. Then for all the land people that say that I don't need it, I don't want it. Oh, you a lie. Now read that 10 and 19 Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19. A feast is made for laughter,
A feast is made for laughter,
and wine maketh merry,
and wine make you happy and merry after you get drunk.
but money answereth all things.
Say it again.
But
Money. Yeah, read.
But money answereth all things.
Say it again.
But money answereth all things.
That's right. Money answers all things. So don't tell me you don't want it. You a lie. That's right. Okay. So why people do all that then? That make you ignorant, brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked and retarded. When you do everything that I just read on that paper, that make you a zip, zap, damn fool. That's what you are. Did you want me to read that right out here? John 10 and 33. Go to it. He probably want me to read it. Now, everybody got quiet, but you so smart. You know everything. Get that money. If you know, if you believe in what you're doing, you believe in what you're saying and what you're doing, get that money.
John chapter 10, verse 33. The Jews answered him, saying, For a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, and because that thou, being a man, makest thyself God.
Yeah, make yourself right. Okay, Rasta here say go to Isaiah 44 and 18. All the people on here that's so smart, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm lying. Prove that I'm lying then. Get that money.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 18. They have not known nor understood.
They don't know and understand. You right, Rasta here. You popping corn.
For he have shut their eyes.
Yahweh shut their eyes. That's when they brainwash.
That they cannot see.
That you can't see and understand what's going on in this book.
And their hearts that they cannot understand.
That's right. That's it? 18?
Yeah.
Okay, that all right then. Yeah, you popping corn Rasta here. That's right. If they can't get this money, they need to shut up. Shut up. And I'm trying to give it to you. You can't get it. Everybody go to church. Everybody got a religion. Everybody wear a cross. Just show me what Yahweh say do it. And if you can't show me what Yahweh do, he gonna use Trump to knock your head off. That's what Trump job for. Straighten you out. Because you ain't gonna listen to me and Moses. So he got to use Trump to straighten it out. Now they quiet. Ain't nobody talking. All you Christians. Everybody that believe in the New Testament. Everybody believe JC is the Messiah. He God's son. He died for our sins. He the only begotten. You got to go through him to get to the Father. All this junk that y'all believe in can't get that money. You got to have the old to go with the new. Everything they say. Get that money. Silent night. That's right. Let's sing it for them, y'all. Silent nights. Holy nights. That's right. Silent nights. So if I'm lying, get the money. That's right. Silent nights. Any other time they run their mouth. They talking. They talking. When I put that money down, money on the wood, make the betting good. Money out of sight, start a fight. But when I put that money down, they run like a scolded dog. They'll listen to me until I get to put that money down. That's when they separate the boy from the man. One of my partners say, he say, boys do what they, he say, what did he say? It was a saying. He said, what Pluke say? He said, men do it. Yeah, say men do what they want, boys do what they can. That's old Pluke. He said, he said, men do what they want to do and boys do what they can. And boy, I'm trying to get his money away. Boy, I can. That's right, crookies. I know how to shut them up. But when I put that money down, humble pie. Get humble pie. Wonder why they get humble pie. Because they know I'm telling the truth and they telling a lie. I would call out some names, but I ain't gonna embarrass you. I would give out them names, but no, I'm a silverback gorilla. I get them names, I'd embarrass you. I call about 30 of y'all out. Boy, hey, I ain't gonna hurt your heart, hurt your feeling, or make you feel bad. No, I ain't gonna do that, because I know y'all dumb as a box of rocks. Yep, that's what they do. They do that all the time. Talk about getting this money, and I know they broke as a joke. The average one of them ain't got a down payment on the onion, and the onion cost 15 cents. So get that money so you go buy you some onions. I got enough money here to buy you some onions to go on them hamburgers. Oh, Ross said, he said, Proverbs 28:1. Yeah, the righteous is bold as a lion, and the wicked running.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth.
The wicked he run when ain't nobody around.
But the righteous are bold as a lion.
I'm bold as a lion, y'all. You see that lion? I'm bold like him. That's right. The righteous bold like a lion. Ain't running and scared of nobody. Challenging all comers. Don't care who you is. I don't care if you 8 feet tall and lift 700 pounds. Let's ride, Charlie. Let's do this. I debate all of them, Christians, Muslims, atheists, anybody, black, white, Japanese, Puerto Rican, Chinese, any of them. I don't care how much money you got. They don't intimidate me. I debate any of them. But we got to do it in front of the camera. I'm going to make you get on away from me and catch a deer. You debate me. I bet you I embarrass you. I'm going to embarrass you, you debate me. That's when you're scared. Gonna make you look like a zip-zap damn fool. I love the debate. Not like it, love. And I can't find a human being on the planet that want to debate. Okay, read that. Ain't nobody talking but Mark Anthony and Rostar here. Out of 1,000 people watching, ain't but 2 talking. Rostar here and Mark Anthony, the only one got something to say. Let's go to Exodus 31 and 12. Let me see. Exodus 31 and 12. Oh, no, I want to go read the commandments to him. Go to Exodus 20 and start the first verse. I forgot all about that. Now let me read these commandments to y'all. Since y'all don't know them, and since y'all talking about you got to go to heaven and get them, got to go over to the sea and get them, I got to go under the water and get them. No, they right here. Exodus 21. Start the first verse.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 1.
And Elohim spake all these words, saying.
And Elohim spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh thy Elohim.
That's right. Read.
Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Don't you put nobody before Yah. So that kills the New Testament and the Quran. Don't put nobody before Yah. Read. That's the first commandment.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Anytime you work a cross or put a picture on your wall, you done broke his commandment. He say don't do that.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
Yahweh say he jealous. So when you put that cross on and you put that picture on your wall talking about this his son, he gonna knock your head off. Read.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them
that hate me. Say it again.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
That hate Yahweh. All y'all hate it. Not all y'all, but the majority of y'all hate Yah. Watch this. And showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Read.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Don't you know you can't love Yahweh without keeping his commandments, fool? You got to keep his commandment for him to love him. He just told them, read all that again.
And thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
He's jealous.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
That hate Yahweh, the third and fourth generation, they hate Yahweh.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
And Yahweh said, I'm going to show mercy to all them to keep my commandments. Read.
Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy Elohim in vain.
I thought he had many names. Say he got many names. Ananias, Jehovah, JC, you a lie. He say, take my name in vain. Meaning he ain't got but one name.
For Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Now, how do you take Yahweh's name in vain? When you call up on another God, when you call up on JC and all of them, but you taking his name in vain. Read.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Now, show me where he say forget it. Yahweh say remember. Remember means don't forget, observe. Remember my Sabbath day. He ain't never told you to forget it. I done away with it. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor.
6 days you shall labor.
And do all thy work.
If you don't get it done in 6 days, so be it.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy Elohim.
The 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy Elohim.
And if thou shalt not do any work.
Don't you bip a bop at a barber shop. You ain't got no business doing no work. He gave you 6 days to do your work, fool.
Thou, nor thy son.
Your son.
Nor thy daughter.
Your daughter.
Thy manservant.
Your manservant, the man that worked for you, slave for you. He supposed to sit down just like you.
Nor thy maidservant.
Your maidservant, the one washing your dishes for you, she supposed to sit up, tail down too.
Nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers that was within thy gates.
If you got a Gentile, Puerto Rico, or Japanese stand with you, don't work them, they sit down too.
For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth.
Yahweh made heaven and earth in 6 days. What else he doing the 7th day though?
The sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day.
Yahweh rested on the seventh day. So if he supposed to rest, if he rests, we supposed to be resting.
Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day.
He blessed it. He didn't bless Tuesday and Thursday food.
And hallowed it.
And hallowed it. Now, the first 4 commandments is between Yahweh and your person. Now watch the other 6. The other 6 between man and man. Watch this.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
All you kids and children out there, honor your father and mother, that your days be long up on the land Yahweh giveth thee. Read.
That thy days may be long upon the land which Yahweh thy Elohim giveth thee.
That's right. All you hard-headed, stubborn kids disobeying your father and mother, you're going to get your head knocked off, because that's one of the commandments. That's the 5th commandment in the 10th commandment. Read.
Thou shalt not murder.
You ain't got no business to murder nobody. Them souls belong to Yah. I don't care nothing about he owe you $10,000. He owe you this, owe you that for some money. Let the Most High give him. Yahweh, vengeance is his. Read.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Don't commit adultery. Mess with your best friend wife, your best friend, your neighbor's wife.
Thou shalt not steal.
Don't steal nothing. I don't care if it is looking good. Don't steal it.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Don't lie on your neighbor. Don't tell no lie on nobody. Don't you lie on nobody. That's the 9th commandment.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. That means don't want none of somebody else. Don't covet. Mean desire. You want somebody else's.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Do not want none of your neighbors. That's right. Them the 10 commandments. So what's hard about them? Nothing. They're all easy to do. Now let me go to Ross out here say go to Psalms 111 and 10. The commandments is real easy to do. If everybody in the United States kept the commandments, you wouldn't need no prison. You wouldn't need no locks. You wouldn't need none of this stuff. You could leave your car doors open, your house doors open, everything open. You won't nothing be nailed down. Wouldn't be nobody in jail. If everybody kept the commandment, we wouldn't need no prison or no jails or nothing else. Everybody be righteous. They know not to do it. Why? Because they love Yah and fear him. Read. With that, what did it say? I say 111 and 10. Yeah, Ross out here.
Psalms chapter 111, verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
That's right.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endure forever.
That's right. His praise endure forever. Now he said Proverbs 1 and that's Proverbs 1 and I think it's 1 and 7. I see you, cuz. That's my cousin Dre on here. Hey, boy. Hey, you better get it.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
That's right.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Fools despise. That's right. Hey, at the end of the day, cuz, it's all about them commandments. Boy, you on your way when you keep them commandments. Can't nothing touch you with a 10-foot pole when you keep them commandments. Because he said this is the whole duty of man. Fear Yah and keep his commandment. And boy, you can't go wrong doing that. You're going to go wrong if you don't keep it. I bet you that. I bet Trump going to knock your head off. Trump going to handle that for Yah. Yeah. That's what it's all about, y'all. I ain't going to tell you no lie. When I pick this book up, I ain't got no friends. When I pick this book up and open it up, I ain't got no friends. But when I close it, then I become your friend again. Because I work for Yah. I'm doing the will for Yah. That's what I work for, the Most High Yah. And I ain't going against Yah for nobody. Don't care who you is. Hey, Dre, get this money. Hey, Dre, get that money. Have somebody help you. My cook. Hey, Dre, get that money, man. With the Doug, Bone Thugs and Harmony say, get the money, man. For the love of money, get that money. Bone Harmony told you get that money, man. You gotta get the money, man. Get the money. For the love of money, get the money, man. Get the money, man. Bone Thugs and Harmony say, get the money, man. And I'm with them. I want you to get that money. I agree with what they say. Hey, what Bone Harmony Thurman said, get the money for the love of money, get the money, man. Get the money, man. Get that money. That was Bone and Thugs and Harmony said, get the money, man. I agree with them 100%. Get that money. You ain't got to wait on Friday. You get that. You ain't got to go play the lottery. You get that. You ain't got to go stick nobody up or rob nobody or shoot some dice or play the lottery. You ain't got to do none of that today. Get that money. You ain't got to ask you ain't got to go borrow no money. Mama, can you loan me $20? I got it right here. I got the money right here. You ain't got to ask your mama for no money. You ain't got to ask your wife, your kids, nobody for no money. You ain't got to rob nobody, take none, steal, lie to get no money. Free. You ain't got to shoot dice, go play a lottery ticket, nothing. You ain't got to go to work. Because you don't get no $1,000 a day. I don't care where you work. That's right. Just show us in the book. That's like, for the love of my name, get the money. Yeah, that's right. I don't love it, though. I just like it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, got to get the money, man. Hey, boy, they ain't got to do nothing. Hey, answer the question. They ain't get the money today. They ain't got to do nothing but get it. It's easy money. Easy money. You ain't got to work hard. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is open up the book and show it to us and get paid. That's all. This easy money today. This is easiest money you ever make in your life. All the man want to do is turn to it and read it. Better get that money, man. Bone said it better than me. That's right. Hey, brother and sister, hey, I'm tired of waiting, man. I'm finna get ready to close out because I done got a little hungry, me with some fruits and stuff. But I enjoyed myself. I tried to get away $1,000 again because nobody bip a bop. Everybody silent night. You know, when I talk about that money, everybody go to running. Like Rostyle here say, when I get through teaching, get through popping corn, everybody run. They want to interrupt me when I'm teaching. But when I was talking, try to give away some money, something that they ain't got. I'm trying to give you something that you ain't got. And you know you need it, and you want it. You need to go buy you a pack of cigarettes. You know, they go use dope. You go buy you some gin, some alcohol, some ussy, or whatever you want to do with. You know you need this money. Buy you something to eat, hamburger. That's right. You know you need that. But why you can't get it and why you don't want it from me? That's right. But I'm going to go. Are we allowed to? Yeah, we can eat chicken. We just can't eat the thigh. We can't eat no thigh of the chicken. Go read that in Genesis about the thigh. Right quick, then I'm going to close out. Yeah, we can eat chicken when we can't eat the thigh of the chicken. I think it's in Genesis. Let's see, around the 30. That's right, Rasta. We can't eat the thigh. Show him we can't eat the thigh. Let me see. My son finna find it right quick. I'm gonna show you that you can't eat no thigh no chicken. The reason why.
Genesis chapter 32, verse 32.
Yeah.
Therefore the children of Israel eat not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh.
See, we can't eat the sinew or the shank or the hollow of the thigh.
Unto this day.
To this day. And the reason why, because it's going to tell you, read.
Because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh.
Because the angel touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh and was put out of joint. Read.
That shrank.
Okay. Read it again because I was talking. I want to understand.
Therefore the children of Israel eat not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh, unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh in the sinew that shrank.
That's right. So you don't eat no shank or no thigh. That's what we can't eat. Now you can eat the wings, the breast, and the other part, but you can't eat no thigh. Nah. A lot of people don't know that. No, they ain't got nothing to do with it because it's dark meat. It's got something to do with the touching of the. Read it again. It ain't got nothing to do with what color it is.
Therefore the children of Israel eat not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh, unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh.
Ain't got nothing to do with no color, dark or white. Don't matter what it is.
And the sinew that shrank.
Yeah. My straight. Okay, yeah, give it to right. So she gave it to a straight cat. All right, okay, sisters, brothers, and sisters, I'm gonna get ready to close out. Once again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. And shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. I love y'all. And y'all stay peace serving Yahweh.